What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at
Just some interesting hands that we played over the week. We are going to start with this one, which is going to be in detail. So this is 1-3 with a $6 straddle. In first position, we have ace four suited. I assume everyone is raising this, right?
Yes.
Good. All right. Raise to 20. Perfectly reasonable size. Reasonable game.
I never raced to 6. Like
He did. This is a straddle.
Straddle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The straddle. So we raised to 20 off the straddle. You could raise to 15 off the straddle. You could raise to 18 off the straddle. You could raise to 20. All those numbers are fine. You could raise to 25 exploitatively. I would not raise to 25 with the ace four suited. Here we go. We get called by the button and the straddle. We get decent flop. And
can I just jump in here? Like,
yes,
ace four suited. Like, what's the rake here?
$6.
This is a drop game. So
This is my hand, right?
Yep. You recognize it?
Yes.
You surprised we're doing it? Hell no.
No.
We're beating a dead horse, Sam.
So is ace four suited profitable with a drop?
Yes. Yes, suited eight. Yeah, absolutely.
So what's the cutoff for suited aces?
Where are you going?
Ace, you'd mix your ace three suited here. You'd play your ace four suited pure. In the first positions, you'd fold ace deuce suited. And so right about low jack, you're playing all your suited aces, and then back here, you're mixing with your ace three suited.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Just so you know, the button has when we're playing at the table, the button when he opens, there's a sizing tell. He's playing too many hands, flatting way too many raises, and the straddle, it's basically a fish.
Yeah.
That buys in short. So there.
So
he doesn't have 300. He has he has about 300. Yeah,
he does. So we get a donk, and it's not a huge donk, but it's a sizable donk. You know, it's a big donk.
Yeah, it's a big donk.
He likes his hand, and we like our hand. So is anyone here? Let's start with the first question. Your options are, I'm gonna open up chat. We're gonna answer in chat. So let me open up the chat. Wrong thing. Sorry. Boom. Not that. Here we go. I want Zoom. Open the chat. Here's our chat. All right. So quiz one. We can call, we can raise, we can fold. If you're raising, say what size. All right. We got call. All right. At this point, anybody who's not calling, turn on your mic and saying what you're doing if you're not calling. Now that we got call. Everybody's calling. All right, let's just call then. So everybody's calling. Here we go. There's our call. We call. And we go to a turn. There's bet, call. Oh, and the button folds now. So we're heads up. No problem. We go to the turn. He checks. All right. These are your options. This is going to be so you could do, if you want to do something different, you have to argue for it, but these are your options. 1, you can jam, make it a one street game. 2, you can go 2E. So your intent is to bet 75 on the turn and 145 on the river, which is basically 50%, 50%. So 2E. And third, you're going to be extra cute and check. Those are your options. 1, 2, and X. Or if you want to do something different than 1, 2, or X, feel free to turn on your mic and say what it is. But other than that, so Larry's doing a 2. I am going to support 2 since that's what I'm going to go for. Who else? We got a 1 street game, I know. Put in, if you're jamming, put in the jam. Derek's going for 2. All right. Who's making it a 1 street game? Gerald's going for a 2. When I say 1 street game, I really mean 2 street game. All right. So I probably did something wrong here, which was I announced that I was going to. I should have shut up to give more people a chance, because just in case, just having seen that avalanche, because we have everybody going 2. We have only one person who jams here. Okay. So the reasons for jamming here are, actually, let me do it another way. Somebody who thinks 2 is a good idea. I want to hear what are the good reasons for making this a 2 street game for jamming here. But everybody who's going 2 means they're going 50% flop, 50% turn, 50% river, as opposed to jam now. So I want someone who thinks that a 2 street game is better to say all the reasons why I keep saying this wrong. Why is it better to jam now than go 2E? Somebody other than Sam, because Sam is the only one who didn't type it in, but Sam is on team 1. So Sam knows his reasons. I want somebody who doesn't have those reasons to say them.
I mean, the argument
Well,
is that he's got a 7x here that is slowing down because the spade came.
Right.
Spades came in. And he's probably going to overfold if a 4th spade comes. So you can get your value now.
All right.
And also a 7x, it's hard for a 7x to fold now because they can vote up.
Yes. Why jam? Why jam? Because hold on 1 second. Let me just get it down here, and then you're up next, Eric. Because 7x will call 2E and jam. It'll call both, but might fold to river spade. Right?
Exactly. I agree 100% with Larry.
Good. Okay. Anyone, any different reason for doing? What's another reason to do it? What's another reason why jam is good? Like another hand class that he might have that the jam is good.
Well, like we're thinking he has 7, 6, 7 ace clubs, something like that. Or like how many sevens can he possibly have? He can't have 7-3 or 7. Like we're absolutely sure that we have the best hand now.
No, we're confident we have the best hand now. We're not sure.
Well, he might have
I'll give you an
7-7. If
If
he
you
has
bet
7-7, then we're fucked, right?
if he has
But,
3-3, if he has Jack-7, all those hands exist.
Yep. But
But we're confident we have the best hand.
if we don't have the best hand, fine.
Okay.
We're
So-
gonna lose a stack.
All right. So Larry says the reason to jam now is the naked king or queen of spades might call this jam, but not call a river bet if it doesn't get there. Okay. So single spade, single spade, and here we're talking king or queen. Calls jam sometimes, but folds riv to non-spade. Okay, good.
Yep.
And let's also put in, this is also true, not just single spade. This is true. Single spade, king, queen, call, single spade, king, queen. Plus the other thing that does it is pair plus spade, either pocket pair or what's the pair that he can have? The only pair, well, what pair could he get here with? He can't get here with a jack that makes any sense, right?
He could have a boat.
Yeah, but he can't have jack of diamonds, 10 of spades here to play this way.
No.
So the only pair plus spade he can have is he could have ace of spades 3, but he can't. He could have king of spades 3, and that's fucking weird. So let's say he doesn't. So let's take those out of his range entirely. King of spades 3 offsuit. I mean, yeah, he could call it, but okay, let's say king of spades 3 rare is in that group. But what else is in that group? And it's the stuff that Mike pointed out. 8s through, realistically, in our game, 10s. Most people are going to be raising their jacks and their queens all the time. But let's say 8-8 through jack, half of those. Give him half the jacks with a spade. Calls the jam sometimes, but folds river to a non-spade? No. They don't fold the river to the non-spade. Right? So 8-8 through 10-10, if they call this, if they call now, the half pot bet and the river comes a non-spade, they're
No, they're not folding.
not folding unless the river's an ace. You know, they
No,
could fold
they're
to
not
an ace.
folding.
But his 8-8, 9-9, 10-10. And we can ignore jack because we just lose all our money to jack. So jack is irrelevant in this analysis. So it's 8-8 through 10-10 that we're looking at. And the very rare queen, one combo.
Yeah.
One combo that played this way.
He doesn't have pocket threes though. That's it. One hand he doesn't have.
Why do we know he doesn't have? Oh, because he continues to bet it on the spade.
Pocket threes?
Yeah. Okay.
No, he wouldn't lead with this sizing.
Okay. It's this pocket
This
three.
is a strong hand.
being-
This is like either a 7 or a pair or
Or
a
another
flush
spade,
draw
or an
or a
over,
flush
or
draw.
yeah, or an ambitious flush draw. This could be an ambitious flush draw.
Yeah, like when he donks the flop,
Yeah.
it's either forced through like uh forced through queens maybe, like a 7.
Yeah.
It could be like an ace 3 hand or like a king 3 suited kind of hand.
Yeah. King
And
three
like
suited. This seems big for king 3 suited, don't you think?
a donk, no.
The size.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like I've seen
I
it.
thought
Okay.
20 was
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
and then
again,
just a bunch of flush draws.
yeah. And we don't think he has we don't think he has king of spades three offsuit. So when he has king three-
Probably not. But he would do this. Like he would do this with like I don't know, like king 3 of diamonds. Bet the flop, check the turn. Yes, that would make sense.
Yeah. So, other things in his range. We've got all the spade combos that he chooses to play this way and then get cute on the turn. And his best spade combos to have done this with, I say, are 6 of spades, 5 of spades, 6, 5 of spades, and 5, 4 of spades. So
And
combos.
And there's also another reason why I chose the line I use, but I'll say it after the
Okay.
talk about the hand.
All right. So let me make sure we've gotten all the reasons that we are in favor of the jam. Okay. Okay, I'll throw in one more. So he has announced that he likes his hand on the flop, right? He said, I like my hand with a donk into 2 players and a big size donk. On the jack of spades, he might be sandbagging, you know, his hand might be reduced in value, but he has announced, I like my hand. And when he's got not 2x pot left, you know, less than 2x pot left, a nice simple strategy is he likes his hand, we jam. And a simple strategy played well is more profitable than a more complicated strategy that has higher EV, but that is played badly. Right? So with that in mind, that's sort of a metagame of it, but just us, you know, reasons to jam. Simpler and simpler strat that I can play better. Than a complicated that I can play better. There we go. That's the reasons. So, these are all the reasons that the people who weren't doing it can think of. Is that right? Are we leaving anything out?
I
That's the question, Crusher. That's exactly the question we're looking at. We're overlooking at the question of how to get all the money in. Is it jamming or is it 2E? Okay. And most of the people on the call so far said 2E. One of them so far said jam. So we're looking at the reasons to make the other decision, the jam decision.
I actually don't think like given the range that we assigned him, if I didn't have a read at game, I actually think we should bet small on the turn, not 75.
Okay, super. Keep in everything.
Yeah, because given the range that we assigned him, we should bet like a third of the pot because he either has a flush, right? If we bet small with the flush, what does he do? He would jam for us.
Yeah, usually.
If he has a 7, he might get scared of a fourth flush coming. He might jam for us.
Yep.
If he has a pair with a spade, he's drawing dead. We bet small. He would actually calls. It like if you don't know the guy and you want to use this strategy, I think the right play is to bet small, like 35, between 35 and 50.
I mean,
Okay.
bet small is fine, but the value of betting 70 here is that it makes it easier to get it in on it's a B15 and B50.
The
And so
lovely.
his ability to fold his 7x, if he does call turn, is
He's not full.
a
He's
lot
not.
a lot harder against a bigger size. But a B50,
Yeah.
B50, which some people call bet smoothing,
Yeah,
makes
but
it harder for him to fold that.
yeah, if we bet 50, the pot will be 250, and then he will have 170 left. I mean,
Okay, we'll put in a third option, which is called too small.
But an exploit small bet is fine here. I mean,
Small, and that is B. We'll call it too small, and that is the option of. We're saying, what do we want? What do we want to set the line at? B50, B40, B35.
well, B50 is
Sam, this
our
was your
geo
idea.
size, right?
No, B75 is our geo size. 75 chips, not $75, not 75%. So Sam, you were the one who suggested this. So just give me a number for what is the small size you're going to choose when you bet small here. How many dollars?
yeah, I'm gonna go for like 50
$50.
if I didn't have the live read.
Okay, there's our bet of $50. Okay, good. So with this in mind, anybody want to move away from 2E to too small, to betting 50 instead of 75? Anybody want to change?
What about, hey, I mean, looking at it, what about betting 100? If he's got a 7, he's going to call it 100. He might even raise. Any check raise just puts us in. If we
Mhm.
bet 100, that gives us, he calls, that puts pot 344 with 340. I mean, it gives us exactly a pot size jam.
No, bet 100 leaves us much less than a pot size jam. We're betting 100. You're saying bet $100, right?
100 chips, not pot, not B100.
Right.
Bet 100 chips. If these
Right,
are down
100
$100.
Just to do the math for you, if we bet $100, he's left with 120, and the pot is
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I was looking. I
right. You're
had
looking at our
yeah,
stack.
I had a brain fart for a minute. I was looking at our stack, not
Yes.
his.
Right.
Oh
Okay,
shit.
it's okay. We're back.
Okay.
You're back. So
Yes, I'm back. Okay.
okay. So with this in mind, without the read, who prefers slightly smaller flop, slightly bigger river to straight up 2E?
I don't
So you-
prefer it, but I can understand the thinking there. I don't think it's
Okay.
wrong.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Does that make
Yep.
sense?
No,
Like,
absolutely. No,
okay, I would say as a minimum, I would say 144. The effective stack is 220. I'd subtract the 144 from the 220, get about 80. Divide that by 3, and there's your minimum.
divide that by
You
2.
should bet.
We're going 2 streets, not 3 streets.
No, 3, because if that would be the size that you can bet without over betting the pot on the river.
Oh, okay. On the river.
That's-
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
so that that leaves a minimum of
Yeah. So
a
that's about
third of 80, which
Yeah.
is about like, we're gonna bet like
150. So it's about 50, which is
which is what he's been
is-
saying. So
yeah.
I agree with that, right?
Right.
So that's the very minimum would be
Okay.
about 30,
Okay.
I would bet. Because they don't want to over bet the pot on the river.
Right. So with this in mind, does anybody who was previously on 2E, does anybody want to change their answer to betting $50 instead of 75? It's a small difference. I just want to know, and we've seen the reasons. Are those reasons convincing to you?
Well, if we bet 50 and he has a 7, then he's not wrong to call. If he thinks that we'll call when he boats up.
Okay. Right. So it looks like nobody's moved. Everybody sees value in 50, but nobody's moved. Everybody who picked 75 initially still thinks 75 is marginally better and is staying on 75. Okay. So Sam, what was the live read at the time?
He snap checked.
The turn,
Yeah, he snap checked.
which made you believe what?
He has more flushes.
Oh, so he's being cute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, if he had a 7, like this is like a horrible turn card. Like they would usually think about it for like a little bit.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
it's just a live thing. Like he snap
Yeah.
checked. I'm like, oh, this guy probably
That's fine.
has a flush.
All right. So let's add in the wrinkle that 80% of the time he has a flush now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna change my I'm
Okay.
gonna change my idea based on Sam's
Okay.
input.
Right. Now,
'Cause I
Sam,
think
okay.
my guys don't fold often enough, so I'm betting more.
Okay. So Sam, I got one question. Is 80% a good number there for your live read? That it's 80% likely he has a flush? Is it higher? Is it lower? What's your confidence in that read?
Uh, I can't really give you a percentage, but like
Oh.
I just feel like when he snap checks, that just way towards more he has a flush.
Right. No, I got it. And so you've got a live read there, but to use it to do, to beat the dead horse, we need to know sort of how. So we think he has more flushes in his range, but how much more? Does this push you up to that, that if his range used to be 25% flushes, do we now with the read think his range is 50% flushes? Does it double them? Does it,
I
how
mean,
strong is the read?
on the flop, he already has a lot of flush draws.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them. These guys are calling with. I mean, like
Yeah.
at the review, you will know.
Yeah.
They're
No, I'm
calling
with
with
you on
like
that.
all kinds of suited hands, man.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
then when he snap checks the turn, that's like almost all of them is flushes that does this way. Like if he
Okay.
had a 7, if he
So
has a pair with a spade, he was you would
So how
tend to
likely do
see
you
a
think?
pulse.
So you just said almost always. So how much? Give me just a number for what almost always is. Is almost always
I don't know,
90?
like that 90% of the time he has a flush, I
All right,
guess.
that's our live read. All right, with our live read, that 90% of the time he has a flush. That is our read, and we're going to go with it. With that added, how do you guys want to play the flop? He has a flush 90% of the time, and so let's literally just say this: he's got 90% flush. He's got 7% a 7, 7% a 7, and 3% other, which includes pocket eights with the 8 of spades.
Okay. If he has a flush, I'm betting 100% of the flop.
Okay, so you're still not jamming. You're not jamming. You're just betting.
Okay.
Bigger.
It's the same as shoving, but he doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So if this guy's got on the flop, I definitely think this guy's got 8, 9, 9, and 10, 10. A lot of those don't 3-bet, but they definitely bet out when the board comes without an ace or a king. They love that. That's what they were waiting for. So they bet out. He's got a lot of 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10, 10, of which half of them have a spade and half
That's
of
a
them.
good lead.
Is that right? Did I do that math right? That half of them have a spade and half of them don't? Or is it a third, or is it 2/3 that don't have a spade?
I'd say 90% of them
No, no, no. I know.
have
I
a
mean,
spade
of
at
the 8,
this
8.
point.
When,
What?
no, in other words, how many of 8, 8 combos, 1/3 of the 8, 8 combos, 1/3 of the 6, 8, 8 combos have a spade? No, no, half of the 8, 8 combos have a spade. Right.
No,
That's just
but our
straight
read is that he has a flush. So
N-
we're 90%.
Well, then he doesn't
Like,
have 8, 8, 9, 9, or 10, 10. I'm saying this. I'm going back a step to the just do the analysis on the flop. On the flop, his hands include flush draws. They include 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10, 10 a lot, and they include a 7 a lot. Those are the bulk of what we put his range on, plus a little bit of 5, 6 and 6, 5, like that, either with a spade or a diamond. Definitely with a diamond. I mean, definitely with a spade and a diamond, he could do this. So once he bet, and when he bets the flop, though, that's sort of what our read is. On the turn, when he does his snap check, we down value. We say he has much less 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10, 10. We say that he has more flushes, lots and lots more flushes. And we downgrade his sevens because we think his sevens, whether they would check or not, they would have waited longer. They would have thought that all these hands think. That's our read. And I was just doing the one thing that is 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10, 10. Half of them have a spade and half of them don't, because that's just the truth. That's that's the way that's the way combos work. Okay. So with this in mind, with the read, how do you want to play?
I bet 100% pot.
Okay. Derek bets pot. Larry, are you betting pot or are you jamming? There was a yes there, but I don't know what it was. Oh, he's saying yes, 50% of a spade. All right. What do you want to do given this read?
Given this read,
Yeah.
I like a B. What a B33. If he has a flush, he's going to put the rest of the money in for us. He may still put the rest of it in with a spade as well, or with a 7 as well.
Right. Right.
But the smaller bet's also going to keep the rest of his, it's for sure going to keep his draws, any spade draws he has, which if the fourth spade comes, if he has the king, maybe he puts the rest of the money in for us. I mean, like, if he has the flush, if we bet, he's going to put the money in for us. So I don't think that a big bet here is necessarily needed. If he has what we're targeting, the money's going in either way. And if he doesn't, we can keep the sevens in. If he has any Jack X left somehow, any, nines, tens, anything like that, we can keep those hands in.
Right. So Andy says that the 90% flushes, now flushes, doesn't matter what we do. Doesn't matter. The money goes in no matter what.
Yep.
The only exception is this. If the flush is the 4-5 or the 5-6 or the 4-6, and the fourth spade comes, we might not get the rest of the money in. He might fold. But
So there's a chance of it coolering.
we could get cooler. But remember that when he has that, that's 2 more spades out. So that's 6 spades total. I'm sorry, that's 7 spades total that we have. Our 4 plus these 3. So there's only 6 spades left to come. So when he has a flush, the odds of, it's 1 in 9 that that the other card comes. Is that right? No, sorry.
No, it's 6.
Yeah, it's 1 in 9.
in
Yeah, it's 6.
44.
There's 6 of them. There's 6 of them, which is about 12%, which is 8.5, which is 12% of, 12% equity, but it doesn't have, does it happen 12% of the time?
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yes,
6
yeah.
and
6 into 50 is 12. Yes. 12% of the time.
no 6.
12 to 4. Yeah. 14% of the time 14% of the time, low flush just might fold river if we go 2-8. They could also call. They have a spade. And the pot is, remember, we're betting half pot. So with this in mind, what do you guys with all these things in mind, what do you think the best play is now with the read? And the read is 100% correct. That's important. We're assuming the read. Type it in. Say 5. I'm going to say Derek is pot. Larry is B15. By B50, you mean $75, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Larry is $75. Andy is still extra small. Andy is still $50.
Well,
Nate is
I
Nate is $75.
guess
Yeah.
my play group doesn't fold made hands.
Good. So this is you. We're
So-
playing against somebody in
so
your group, Derek. So
I'm kind of distorted.
no, let's add that on. Villain will fold 0 flushes to what size? Is he Derek? Is he folding them to pot? No, he's folding 0 flushes to pot. Correct?
Yep.
Is he
But
folding
like there's a thing about like people, if you say the words all in, it's scary for them,
Mhm.
right? So I never say all in when I want to call.
That's
That's
fine.
a tell that I have, but I don't care telling
So
you
let's
guys.
say so instead of saying all in or pushing in 440 chips, you are going to put in 220 chips when you jam. Are they folding any flushes to your jam? Any of them?
Well, my group doesn't fold made hands, like I say.
Good. Okay. V will fold 0. So this is our other assumption. V will fold 0 flushes to pot and 0 flushes to jam. That is an assumption we are 100% sure of. With this in mind,
And if he has sevens, then I'm fucked. So I don't care.
that's fine. You can get
Yeah.
fucked. Mike
Yeah.
says he exposed the flush by accident. I jam, but I think it's ridiculous to assume he has a flush here. Right. And so you're back on B50. And by the way, we're not assuming he has a flush. We're assuming 90% of the time he has a flush, Mike. 90%.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's kind of ridiculous.
Okay. All right.
Can you go over the thinking of that, Mike?
What
Mike
that
doesn't
weird,
believe Sam's read is as accurate as Sam thinks.
yeah, I don't know. I don't play live, so I don't really, maybe it's true, but I certainly wouldn't assume this without some kind of information that it was a flush. I don't understand why a snap check is automatically a flush or 90% of the time with a flush.
Okay, Sam, talk about that. That was your read. Why does he have a flush here 90% of the time? Why does your read tell you he has a flush 90% of the time?
Because I played with this guy before, and well, at least I've seen him play before, so I know he's not letting go of any. He's not folding any suited cards to my open first thing, and like he's just ticking the sizing with all his flush draws. Like I said, if he has a 7, there'll be a tank, like a thought or like a disappointment thought pause kind of thing on this bad turn card. So I don't know what to tell you. Like it's just a live read.
Right. It's sevens are going to pause. 8s, 9s, 10s are going to pause. Right.
Yeah, like you would distinctively see like that's usually how it is. Like because the hand became from, if you had 10s, the hand became from very good to like
Oh
right
fuck.
right, not oh fuck, like to like right in the middle.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, and hence the pulse.
Gotcha.
You
Here is why I downvalue Sam's read there a little bit. Is that when he has the 7 and the 8 and the pocket 8s with or without a spade, you do have to think a beat before pausing, before checking. When you have a made flush here, I think you also often have to pause a bit to decide how you want to play it. So even when you decide to get tricky with a check, you will often take a beat and think, do I want to get tricky? Yeah. And then you check. And you also, if you're broadcasting at all, when you make your flush, you want your opponent to think you don't have a flush. So you want to be disappointed by the flush card before you check. So you would, if you were broadcasting and tell, you'd look at it and you go, if I was doing good, but fuck that spade, check. That's the thought you have in your head. So it needs to last a little longer. But Nate says, if the read is in fact 90, which is this, and now, then you're going to 100% jam. So Nate, why?
Because he's never folding and you have no chance of losing the pot on a spade river.
Gotcha. Okay, good. Now, so the reason you're doing that is, so he's never folding. I agree, he's never folding. If you bet 50% pot, which some people are still on, we still got some people on the half pot. We've got Larry's on half pot. Andy's
That's
on
my second
third pot.
favorite.
You're on half pot. I'm on half pot, by the way. And Derek is on pot. So the thing that you're worried about, because when you bet half pot, sometimes he jams, great, hooray. Sometimes he just calls. On the river, if a non-spade comes, we get all the money in, no problem, check, bet, call. But if a spade comes and his flush was low, maybe he folds the river. Is that it? That's why you
I
jam
mean,
here.
that's the only argument I like so far for
Can I?
doing anything other than jamming. I mean,
No,
I kind of
back,
like inducing.
No, go back, Nate. That's the argument for
Okay.
jamming. Because let's say so assume that it's 90% that he's got a flush now. You said you want to jam, and we all agree
Right.
that that on a brick river, on a deuce of diamonds river, all the money goes in no matter what we do, right?
Right.
When he has a flush. So the jam is not superior to 2E. It could be as good, but it can't be better because it all goes in that assumption. The jam, what makes the jam better than 2E? Why would you switch to jam? Is the question clear?
I'm not sure.
Okay. You're not sure of what the question is, or you're not sure of your reason?
Yes, I'm not sure what the question is.
Okay. So here we are on the turn. You are 90% sure he has a flush. If you jam, he
Right.
calls, all the money goes in, you win. Done. If you bet 2E, he calls. On the river, he checks or bets. By the way, sometimes he check raises jams, but that's not here or there. He checks, you bet, he calls, he checks, you bet, he calls. So the money all goes in. So both things, 2E and jam, all the money goes in by the river. Why jam? Why is jam better than 2E? I have to justify why 2E is better than jam because I'm on 2E. But you said jam, so justify why. Why is jam better? When he has
Because when the spade comes on the river, you don't miss out on the extra value.
Gotcha. It's because if a spade comes on the river, he might fold the river. That's why the jam is better, right?
That, in my opinion, yes.
Good. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. So we're clear on that. That's what we are trying to protect ourselves from. Let's take a look here. Other people said the jam line has to be loaded with bluffs or we are trying to get exploited. What do you mean, Dean?
I don't care about getting exploited.
I know, but what do you mean, Dean? If the jam line is
The
loaded
jam doesn't
When
need
it's
to have
jamming-
any bluffs.
Yeah, then every player should know that all we have is the best flush and fold everything. We have zero bluffs. Are these players just not thinking at all?
This is a fish. We're playing 1-3, so like that's
Yeah,
the last thing you need to
and
think
you're playing
about.
1-3-2, so you're a thinking player at the table.
Yeah, but this is
There
not
wasn't
the this is
table.
not this is not the guy that cares. This is the guy that will call 10-4 off 10-4 suited versus a under the gun open in position. So
That's a good pre-flop read, but what are their post-flop plays like? They might be loose because the table's shit and not care.
yes. Fishy.
Just
This particular
a
player, we've
pre-flop
seen him,
fish doesn't mean like anything post-flop.
Yeah.
but Dean, this particular player, we've seen him limp. And that is,
This is a guy that plays a lot of hands and is only willing to put a lot of money into the pot. This is the guy who will limp jacks, and this is the guy who in a 1-3 game binds in
Who's
for
passive? Yeah.
130, who will limp jam like jacks. He's not thinking, like like throw the balance shit out the way. Don't use it against this guy. Like we do not need to have
Like,
bluffs.
exactly.
Yeah. If I
Yeah.
call if he donk and I
Like,
call the flop with ace king with ace of spade, I'm not jamming here. Forget it.
all right. So Crusher points out, and there's the thing, the jam is better versus the following rivers. A spade when he has a low spade, a 7. So now a flush might fold to a 7. And by the way, we don't even bet a 7 with our flush, I think. I'm not betting. When the 7 comes, I'm checking the river if he checks to me. A jack, yeah, okay, jack, and a spade river. So all those. So those are Crusher's reasons for betting 100? No, okay. So those are reasons for betting bigger. All right. So I think we've given all the reasons for doing it. I think the horse is almost dead, which is the river cards that the jam or the 100 is better against his range because there are river cards that fuck us. And by fuck us, I don't mean make us lose. I mean that he doesn't put the money in, but all the money goes in now. All right. My reason for staying. Okay. So with that in mind, is anybody still on either 2E or a third? And if so, tell me why you haven't changed it, why this is not enough to change your mind. The river dangers. Mike points out that if he has 10-4 suited in his range, then his range is way wider than a flush. Yes, but add in Mike, Sam's read that the 6-5, 4-5, 6-6, and 5-5 have to think before checking the turn. That's what increased his percentage of flushes is that read, Mike. And you and I don't agree that read is a 90% accurate. I think that read says that of the percentage of flushes he got here, we can increase that. If he got here where 25% of his flush, right? Dean says the flushes need to think. And I agree that that he got here with all his 7s. He got here with his pocket 8s, pocket 9s, pocket 10s. He got here with his 5-6, 4-5, and 4-6. All of those, and those are either spades or diamonds, by the way. Those are all the hands that will bet this turn, that will bet the flop for 40 happily. All the overpairs bet the flop, all the 7s bet the flop, and all the combo draws, including the backdoor combo draw, bets the flop. Plus, not all his spades bet the flop. Some of them check call. And some of them don't bet as big. Some of them bet smaller to try to get to the next card cheaply. So with that, I'm going to say that flushes are 25% of his range before the read, and then after the read, flushes are 37% of the read. That the read is accurate to get them up to 37%. That's my opinion. It's very different than Sam's. But in both cases, we're factoring in some bit of the read. With that in mind, and the whole story of the river cards, if anybody is still on betting 2E or smaller, because I'm going to put all the pot and bigger as jams. Those are going to be, there's pot and bigger, and there's 50% and smaller. Someone who is still on 50% and smaller, tell me why.
can I hedge my bet?
Yes. You
I
have 10
think
seconds of hedging.
I think Mike's argument that Sam's read is less than 90% has kind of convinced me.
Okay. And so what would you like to do based on that revised information?
So if
on Mike's read.
Sam is correct at 90%, then I go with Sam's read and bet big.
Okay.
If Mike is right,
Mhm.
and I trust Mike, even though he doesn't play live, I like have a lot of respect for what Mike thinks.
Yes,
So
Mike plays with timing tells.
I'd
Oh, you have online.
I'd jump down to a smaller bet than
Okay.
pot. So I know it sounds like I'm waffling back and forth
Okay.
as I get more information, but I'm gonna change my bet size.
Sam knows the
Mike,
player, Mike, but Sam has described the player to you. So now you know.
yeah. So if I went with Sam's read, damn bet 100%, get
Okay.
the money in.
Okay. And the reason, Derek, is because you're afraid of the river cards that keep you from getting the money in on the river, correct?
Like there's 8 cards plus the spades, right? That cooler the board, right?
Yeah. 2 sevens, and 6 spades.
And 3 threes and 3 jack, 3
Uh,
threes and 2 more threes and 2 more jacks.
I don't know if those cool the board. Do those really cool the board? He's got eights, 9s, and 10s here. And the 7, and they don't cool the board to the 7. He jams on a 7. Because we're checking back on a 7. Or I'm checking
Yeah,
back on a 7. I don't know about you guys. 7 comes, I'm checking back.
Like the other thing is that if we keep the pot small, we have position on him. So it makes more use of our position if the pot is smaller, if we don't jam.
So the horse is
So-
now dead.
So I'm fine with Mike's argument too.
Okay. So the horse
So-
is now dead. My question is, to those of you who are still on on $75 or $50, given the argument, why did you not change your mind? Why are you still on someone who is still on $75 or $50?
So when I said that, the B33, $50,
Yeah.
it was more, we bet that if he's got a flush, he may just be check raising in on the turn. Like I'm all for getting the money in on the turn.
Yeah.
I just think if we jam the turn, it's such a narrow range that gets the money in. Versus there's a lot of hands we beat that may put the money in that would otherwise, like I said, if I think with a flush, the money's going in.
Yeah.
It's 1-3. These players, unless, like you said, he's got the baby, the 5-6. Obviously, we have the 4, so he can't. If he's got 5-6 of spades, he can never get the straight flush.
Right.
But
remember,
even
just
then,
clarify your thinking, Andy. Remember one thing: when you're deciding which of these lines are better, you can ignore the advantage of the check raise jam, because that's the same advantage of the check jam call. Those are a wash in both lines. Does that make sense?
fair. Yeah.
So yes, that is a value. Yes, that is a value of your line. That's good, but it's the same value. You could be that could be an argument for why 1/3 is better than 1/2, because against a half pot bet, he might not check raise jam, right? He might just check call, and then we get one of these cooler rivers. And the smaller bet, he's not going to let it get to the river. He's not going to let us get to the river with a 7 and a draw without paying for it.
Which is part of the thinking of the smaller bet, is that he's just more likely to check raise jam a small bet, even with a wider range than just a flush. I think you're gonna see a check raise jam with a wider range than you'll see a calling when we jam.
Okay, that's good. He has hands that he will check raise jam that will fold. All right, name 2 combos that he will check raise jam but will fold to a jam. Or just one combo.
I mean, what was it?
Yeah, you said he will You said he will check raise jams more hands than he will check jam call. Name them.
So I think like if he's got something like eights, nines, tens with no spade, if he's got something, something like that he decides to turn into a bluff, I just don't know that that's ever calling. If he's
And
got
you're saying when you bet 50 here, somebody with 8 of diamonds, 8 of hearts might check raise jam almost out of frustration of your small bet.
Not gonna happen.
frustration out of, oh, I'm gonna, it's hard to put yourself in but like, oh, I'm gonna rep, I have the flush. They don't have the flush. They would have bet big.
Okay.
They're scared of that jack.
Okay.
Not gonna happen.
Okay. Sam says that's not going to happen. All right.
Nope.
So now, with
Not
all
with this guy.
Gotcha. So with all this, I'm going to go back to the original. I'm going to go back to the last question so we can move on. Is there someone here who didn't change their mind from this? Why? Why does the dangerous river card not convince you? The dangerous river, because the jam's advantage is the dangerous river card theory. That's what we've decided. So why does the dangerous river card not convince one of the 2E people out there? Somebody give me an answer.
If we bet the geo size or the smaller size, there's a better chance he calls with these hands such as eights through queens, and then they can improve.
Right.
They can improve to a flush and won't fold to that river.
Okay.
So I'll be honest,
they'll
I'm at a
fold,
disadvantage in
but
this
they'll fold to a
conversation
jam.
because I missed the flop. I had a phone call that I had to take really quick. So I kind of
He
came in.
donked for 40. He donked for 40. That's why we think he likes his hand. He donked for 40 and announced that he likes his hand. This is why we're giving him only hands that he thinks are strong.
Okay.
So he's not
Um,
here. He's not here with he's not here with 8, 9.
So he's strong. He
He's not
has
here
a
with 8,
7.
9 diamonds. He has a 7.
Okay.
He has a 7. He has an overpair. He has a flush, or he has a combo draw. Those are what he has. 7s, overpairs, flushes, and combo draws on the turn.
That changes. Sorry, I kind of was. I guess I missed. I'm sitting here thinking. I'm like, I don't think I really caught the flop. Okay.
Okay.
Then, yeah, I don't think a 7's ever folding. A flush is never folding. Yeah, given that I do like the jam. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot, guys.
Nuffle is B30 on the turn. That's funny. Nuffle is B30.
Nuffle is B30, but we were multi-way when he dunked. So
That's okay. There's
I think like the takeaway should be like the inverse here, because we should not continue here with crap hands, because the range is stronger when he donks.
Yeah.
And there's no like here that we're beating the horses, we have the nuts. It doesn't really matter what he has. But I think the inverse to learn from this is like when they do this, like you just need to be a little bit aware it's a multi-way big donk.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to bluff this guy. Like
Sam, you hate
it's quite
Nuffle here. You hate the idea of saying he's low in his range because donks are low in range because he donked into 2 people and he donked big. So you're saying his donk is big.
Yeah, like Nuffle, it's like I only reserve it to if they donk small multi-way and I'm in ultimate position. Like let's say I open and then the small blind big blind calls, and then now the small blind donks small. Then and then the big blind folds, then I would consider it or heads up. But this is not a spot where I would do it. Like the weakest hand I would continue here if I open from this position. It's probably king queen with the king of spades.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is why having heard all this, and unless someone else wants to talk, this is going to be the last thing on this hand. And if somebody else wants to talk, start talking now and interrupt me.
Yeah.
All right. After all of this, I'm still 2E. And the reason I'm 2E now is that the risk of him having one of the hands that will fold to the bad river card and the bad river card coming that is a lower percentage than how many 8s, 9s, 10s he still has in his range. And those are the only competing things, because when he has a flush, we get the same result almost
Yep.
always. So that's why is that he still has some 8s, 9s, and 10s, and he still has some singleton 7s. I believe the singleton 7s do not fold to the jam. They call the jam, but that's the same anyway.
Yep.
And the 8s, 9s, and 10s without a spade fold to the jam when the jam.
Yeah. But
And
if you bet small, they would call.
And 8s, 9s, and 10s they will call one to the smaller bet sometimes, and with a spade they will always call. And so that's my reason. Okay, who's got a hand? And by the way, that was 1 hour of dead horse.
How, what did,
What happened? We beat 50 full turn?
No, we jammed, and he called. He has Jack deuce of spades. What's the point?
Jack deuce of spades.
No, sorry, he has
you with Jack
no,
deuce
10
of
deuce.
spades, I'd be
10
calling
deuce.
the floor.
He has 10 deuce of spades. It didn't show up. Well, I don't know why it's not showing up on the screen. He has 10 deuce of spades,
Okay.
right? Isn't that right, Sam? It's 10 deuce.
Yeah, 10 deuce. You had 10 deuce of spades.
It's 10 deuce of spades. We jammed. No matter what we did, all the money was going in. The danger card didn't come. If the danger card came, he was probably still calling with a 10. It's probably high enough. Maybe not.
What? So I wonder if he considered this a trap check.
Yeah. No, he was trap checking. He was overjoyed when Sam jammed on him until he saw the hand. Right?
Very
He snap
strange.
called you. Right, Sam?
Yeah, of course he snap called me. He has a flush.
Yeah, he was overjoyed. He got him.
Also,
didn't
his big donk. Can we say that his big donk bet multi-way with his marginal draw is unusual, or do we think that's a normal play?
I think it's unusual. Sam, what do you think? You've played with him.
Unusual? No.
Well,
They do this kind of stuff.
I'm more interested in pool than I am this player.
Yeah. Does he check raise you if you bet small here?
If I bet small, he's putting the money in.
Yeah, it was going in on he was trapping.
Yeah.
Very strange play.
The reason that we are beating this dead horse, by the way, just so you know,
See what you did there.
yes, in the interest of full transparency, and then someone else prep a hand. We're going to somebody else right next, so get ready to grab the screen. Be ready. Is that when Sam sent me this hand?
Well, I didn't give you the read.
We were with the read. You said it was. We were there. We were agreeing with that. When Sam sent me the hand, here we go. Probably somewhere around here. Okay, it's way back here. This is how much time I spent typing back and forth with Sam. Here. There's
other interesting hand in there.
There is, but I didn't pay attention to those. Here, all the way there. Then Sam tried to distract me by sending me new hands, and I wouldn't get distracted. And I kept talking about this one. So I decided I would punt.
I don't know how your wife did with you.
So here's more things. And so I decided to punish Sam. Sam even got the Doug Stanhope link. All right. Okay. Who's up? Grab the screen.
No one wants to show a hand. If no one wants to show a hand, I'll show a hand.
Take it.
But I'm gonna punish you with a bomb pot as well.
At the end. We're gonna do bomb pots at the end.
No, I'm sorry that I'm not showing my hand.
Okay.
Oh, I won a lot of
I'm
bomb
just
pots
kidding.
this couple of
I'm
days.
just kidding.
Just
You
because
what?
I'm doing bomb Larry. I'm doing bomb pots as separate videos. Your last bomb pot
I'm just
video
joking.
got 280 views.
I think I won
I
five
just-
of them in the last 2 sessions.
All right.
Yeah,
here we-
so bomb pots are probably going to become more common in live poker.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're becoming more common in California.
We played straight up hold'em bomb pots on dealer changes the last time I played.
So
I said sure.
with no limit,
Yeah, just straight no limit bomb pot.
I just watched a Bart Hansen video about those. We'll talk offline, but he's
Okay.
got some interesting
Yeah.
things to say about them.
All right.
All right, I get really sticky in this hand. You guys can tell me where I should have folded. Fish limps.
Not yet. Don't fold yet.
I don't think we can ISO here with this hand.
No. The exploit is that you got to see a flop.
Yes, and we get a very interesting flop.
Oh, great flop.
And we are going to experience donking.
Ooh.
This guy, this guy donks pot, $6. We're never folding.
Can't fold.
Are we ever raising?
Why? I mean, yeah, you could.
Yeah, villain dependent maybe.
Yeah, with someone behind, middle of the sandwich.
Oh, short too.
Yeah, I don't think we have any raises here.
No.
So I call multi-way.
All right. So let me point out one thing before you go on. It is impossible for you to have an opponent who has a better straight draw and a better pair. You can be up against a straight already. That can fuck you. But no 8 has you beat right now. That's how good your hand is. Go. All right.
I'm trying to figure out what you said, and I don't think I quite understand it, thankfully.
All right.
So are you stripping him of Jack 8?
No, Jack 8 he can have the straight right now.
No, straight draw.
Right. But so you can be, I'm not saying you have to be ahead now. You don't have to be ahead, but I'm saying if someone else has a pair, they do not have a straight draw that's as good as yours, because the only pair that has a straight draw is Jack, and that's a gut shot.
Okay, I see what.
Okay. So if someone else in the battle of the draws, you have the best pair. You can also be up against somebody, and no one can have a flush draw and a straight draw as good as yours, because you have the 8 of hearts.
I see.
So in the battle of in the battle of draws, you are way ahead. In the battle of, against a flush draw and a pair, you can be crushed because someone can have the ace 10 of hearts.
Sure.
But just that one thing about just how good your hand is. You can't fold.
I see your point. Okay, so speaking of, we now have a straight on a 3 to a flush board.
Right. Now we're
multi-way. This is uncomfortable.
Yep. You're beaten by queen, king. You're beaten by 8 queen. Okay. And you're beaten by flushes. And that's it.
And okay. So you're just pointing out the straights.
Yep. Those are what they are.
So yeah, the wrap and the king queen.
Yeah.
So he now pots it. What are you guys doing?
Ugh. It's kind of gross. I feel like, geez, I don't know. I feel like it should be a fold, but could be way wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a tough spot. That's why I brought it. So I don't. This guy was an unknown. I just sat at the table. So we essentially we are at the live poker equivalent of an ignition table at this point. That's a bar in town, ignition bar. So
Paul.
So I don't know what to do here. I think having position on the aggressor has value, and I could. It doesn't matter that much, but I think the fish is weak. He could just shove it. That would really suck, but I don't think folding is bad, but I don't think I'm ready to fold straight with positional advantage yet.
Here's the
It
one.
may not matter. You may just have a fucking flush. That
Might.
position doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm only confident about one thing. Don't raise. That's the only thing I'm confident of.
Yeah, this is a tough spot. This is a really tough spot. I mean, I kind of lean back on a little bit of pool in that pool is not often donking top of range, but then the sizing on turn. And then the other thing I lean back on, which is laughably not important, frankly, is that I have a heart blocker and I've got a shitty flush draw. So I decide to call.
Don't blame you.
I'm okay with it.
And
And if you had folded, that'd be fine. The fact that the fish behind called is, at least you did, if you jammed, you have to fold.
yeah,
But his call is so, maybe his call, okay, here's what his call does. We're gonna say his call makes the initial raiser have to play the river face up. That's what it does for us. Let's play, and let's just believe that and let's play now.
well, you're really gonna hate my river play.
I am gonna hate your river play if the initial raiser bets and you don't, and bets more than $1 and you don't fold. I'm gonna hate it.
So yeah, so this is a pretty
Mo-
shitty
like-
river.
That is a blank river.
Is it a blank river? Let's think about it.
For you,
For me, yes.
right?
We
That's
have
what,
to strip everyone of king queen with a single heart. No, we do that.
okay.
Well, it doesn't matter. We just have a single
It's
straight.
hard to have.
We just have a
it's-
nut straight. Doesn't matter.
This is a limped pot. It's not easy to have king queen here, but it's easy to have queen 8 suited here. Easy. It's hard to have king queen.
So he now bets.
Easy to have 2 hearts. 2 shitty hearts. Easy.
Now bets pot again.
Fold. Fold.
And I don't know why I decided to call here. And I think this isn't it. I think I made a mistake here.
I agree.
I think this is a blunder.
Now, if somebody else showed you this hand, would you think this was a blunder? Or, saying like if you were just doing this, if I brought in this hand and I said I called, would you be saying you're an idiot?
That is an interesting hypothetical. I don't think I've ever called anybody an idiot on this call in 6 years or however long we've been meeting. So I think it's very doubtful.
Okay, let's go with fish or fun player.
Would I think it or would I say it?
Think it.
That's a very interesting question. No, not necessarily. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Right.
I think what happened in game was I became a bit centered on my blocker, which I don't think really matters that much. But it allowed me to find an excuse to call. And then also our pot odds are 33%. Yeah. This is a fold multi-way. This could have been arguably a fold on turn. The other thing is that I do think this kind of wild fuck off donking is not top of range often. I mean, but then the other argument is that he's donking some kind of draw that is better than ours, including hearts, obviously, that got there on turn.
There he is most of the time calling for a chop here. There he is most of the
Yeah,
time
and there is a
calling for
chop.
a chop here.
Yeah, the bottom of his range is an 8.
Yeah.
Like he's not betting 2 pair. You got a guy in position who limp called. Like he couldn't expect the last guy to not call this bet, and he's most likely have to showdown. Like it's unlikely he's bluffing.
Yep.
Yeah, I think in game you just saw yourself as a have a straight and you called. You didn't ask, like you didn't stop for a minute and ask what is his range.
That's I could be guilty of that. I will frankly I think I was, Sam, because I understood that I had to block it to what he was repping. So I understood what he's repping right here, right? And then I understood that I had a blocker to what he was repping. However, I don't think my blocker matters that much.
No.
Okay, so let's talk about a blocker for 1 second before hitting another button, which is this. When you are beaten by pocket aces and pocket aces only, and you have a blocker, that leaves him with, one combo of pocket aces left.
Sure.
When you've got ace king and you're worried about aces or kings, your single ace king blocker cuts their aces and their kings in half, right?
True.
A heart blocker cuts their heart combos down by 1/6, 1/7.
You're doing the common North math for us, yes.
Is that right? Is it worse than that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there used to be, yeah, so visibly, okay, so there's 3 hearts on the board. You see a heart in your hand. That means there are a total of 9 other hearts available to be out there, right?
Yeah. 13, yeah.
Yep. If you didn't have it, there would be 10. So you've cut down his heart combos in a very gross sense. We're not looking at the individual ones. Does it make sense? Would he get here with, what about ace king? How does he get here with ace king in a limped pot? We're ignoring that for a second, just for a second. It cuts it down by 1/10.
Yeah, it's not significant, and I overvalued it in this hand.
Yep, it cuts it down by 1/10. Your 8 blocks the other straights. The other 8 straights down by he used to have, he had 4 8s out there. Now there are only 3 8s for him to have. So that's 25% reduction. But you're not really, but the 8 is the least of your worries.
Yeah.
So that's why I think you overvalued the blocker.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
All right, and so I kind of stationed this one. Fold. And you won't believe his combo.
Whoa!
Very, very strange. I got lucky.
Nice.
I got lucky, but I don't think that I played it well. But the other thing to think about, I mean, I don't know how to, it's very hard to reverse engineer a hand like this when we're all limping. And we just show up with fucking 60% of hands, 70% of hands, who knows? It's just very hard to reverse engineer. This was just really mergy, right? I mean, this is
Yeah.
this is what he really should be doing is checking.
Yeah.
Checking turn is what he should be doing.
Do you know this player, Larry? Have you played with this person before?
No, I'm going to a new place and I didn't know any of these guys.
So I guess what I'm getting at is, did he think this was a value bet?
That you can't have an 8 here because you would have raised all your 8s on the turn.
I don't.
Yeah, does he think this is a bluff? And he probably thinks it's a value bet, and you got to use this information later.
Yeah, this is a very strange way to play ace 10.
Yeah.
And I mean, we should really not focus on the results oriented, except exactly what Mike is talking about is that now you can kind of give this guy a player class, right?
Yeah, you can range him better.
Yeah. And so, and I'm not claiming any like poker spidey sense here. I think this is still a blunder. I think this is really a fold on turn. I look at this hand in retrospect.
All right, one question for you, Larry.
It's the asset of the straight and the flushes come in. And so I got a little bit maybe wound up in improving my hand. Yeah, go ahead.
On the river, do you think that the guy with $67 left is good enough to have a hero call hand left in his hand that he could call with when you fold, but when you call, he knows he can't win? Is he good enough to not overcall for 43 to make that conclusion? This guy.
Oh, okay. You're talking about small blind?
No, I'm talking about the fish limp, the guy with 43 left, the initial limper.
Okay, I was focusing on small blind, so I didn't get your question. Repeat it, please.
Okay, so you called this, and the shocking thing was that the guy with 43 left folds.
Yeah.
With 43. So I'm saying is do you think there's any chance that this guy folded a bluff catcher because you called?
Oh, I see your point.
Would have called the 43. So if you fold, he calls his last 43 as a bluff catcher. But once you call, he knows.
He's like, there's no way I'm good here.
Right, because you can't be bluffing. you have a bluff catcher at least because you,
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's possible. I mean, I think that he might be a little bit more face up because he's playing a short stack.
okay.
But you might not think, oh, I can never be good here once people call. I don't know. I
I
can't.
just wondered because I just wonder what, I mean, maybe I guess he called the 100 with a king of hearts. And just, that's all that he called. I mean, he called the 24. He called the 24 with the king of hearts on the turn. Is that what happened?
I think probably had singleton king of hearts, yeah.
Yeah. Because if he has an ace of hearts, he's not folding, right? For 43.
No, he's not folding. It's 43
Fine.
good point.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a weird hand.
That's a weird hand.
And I don't think I played it well. I think
Okay.
I probably need a full turn here. Agreed?
Yes, one question.
Yeah.
Who here is folding? Who here is folding on the flop on this hand? Anybody? Either put it in the chat or tell me if you're folding on the flop.
No, I don't think the turn call was bad though.
No, turn call was bad.
Yeah.
No, I think the turn call is fine.
Yeah,
Turn
and
calls
I think I asked you, Larry, I said, hey, do you know anything about this player? I said it was I think it was player dependent.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I fell back a little bit on pool tendencies that we think that donks generally are not top of range, but we also know that this is multi-way being a pot size bet.
Mm-hmm.
But our hand improved, even though it improved to the ass end. It's an interesting pot. All right, I'm passing it out to someone else.
Anybody here? So
Sure.
Nate was with you. Nate didn't fold river. I hope I folded river because of the he has to play face up now. I was wrong. Who folded turn out there? So nobody folded flop, sounds like it.
Yeah, I don't think we folded flop.
Right. Nobody folded flop. Did anybody fold turn? Okay.
I think
So
I
I lost.
think I was close to folding turn.
Okay.
I don't remember though.
Yeah. All right.
It
So
was close. Like I said, I certainly didn't blame him for calling.
yeah. So I lost the maximum amount of money on that hand. Okay.
Yeah, he would have got me because he would have double barrel and then I would have folded the river.
Yep. I folded.
He would have got the best bluff. It's get him to call the flop, call the turn, and fold the river. He would have got me.
Without even knowing that he was bluffing.
Yeah, it's just
Didn't
such a
even
weird
know
hand.
he was bluffing. All right, let's see it. Pressure.
Okay, this
Mike.
one shouldn't take long. This is a kind of a fun pre-flop thing for those of you on the call. This is a confirmed back raise Betty. He's already
Hey!
done it.
I love it.
Yeah, so that definitely comes into play here. This is a confirmed mouth breathing window licker.
My favorite type of villain.
And this, of course, here is significant too. So,
What
we
about
go
the guy
here.
with 121.79 bigs?
Yeah, just a
This guy was somebody online said I would bum hunt him to the end of the earth. He plays so bad.
that's right.
We got that comment.
So, back raise Betty here limped, which, if he doesn't do, he ISOs, I've seen him ISO, and then he also limps. And already at this very table, he has back raised Betty.
Yeah.
So
He's
that's
already
just,
pulled it. He already pulled it out, huh?
yeah, it's a confirmation. And all the numbers line up. Like this
Yeah.
is definitely the guy.
Yeah.
All right. So then you would definitely have the ability to exploit the back raise Betty right here.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think we have a wonderful combination of back raise Betty and possibly some fuck it Freddies.
Yes. But do you trust? But I would not trust the fuck it Freddy enough to limp here and trust that he's going to be the one to put in the raise. I wouldn't do that.
No.
You got it. You got to raise. The question is, do you get extra cute and make it so that if he fuck it Freddy's it, you definitely get the re-raise.
Okay, that's it, Scotty. And I knew you'd be the one to bring this up.
Yeah.
And this crossed my mind in game. I actually thought about you, Scotty, and I said, what would Scotty make it to be able to allow this person to reopen
Yeah,
because I wasn't quite sure because I didn't
So
know if 4 was too much. 3 was okay. I knew 3 was okay, but was it 3.5? Was it 3.7?
it's
3?
it's 3.37, right? No, it's not. Because the ones in there, so 3.37 is a 2.37 raise to 3.7. You've got to leave, so it's
what about the other option of just
3.5.
bet like 7.5? So
No,
fuck it, Freddie is just in.
yeah, you could do that. That's true too.
And then when back raise Betty gets in, you're not even worried about proper sizing.
Okay. So let's figure out real quick so we can do this in our heads in the future. What is the quick way to find out what the largest we can bet that allows him to reopen the action? So we subtract off the one big blind that's already there from his stack. So he's got half in there, so another half. So he's got 6.24 left. So it's half of 6 point. So our raise is half of 6.24. We raise it 3.1, which brings us to, we bring the pot to 4.1, which is a raise of 3.1. He then, nope, that's wrong. I did the math.
It's a raise of 2.1.
Yeah, but
If
what
we make it 3.1, that is a 2.1 raise.
we make it okay, we don't add 3.1. We make it 3.1. He then goes in for 6.7, which is 2.5 over that, and we were 2.1. Yep. So we could go 2.37 is what we can do.
That's 3.27.
Yeah, we can make it 3.27. We can raise
Yeah.
2.27 more. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to do the math quick.
That's,
Okay.
that's what I thought. I thought it was around 3 point. I was thinking 3.1 I could get away with and still be safe. So I just went 3,
Yeah. 3.1.
which obviously is a small raise. It's a small, very risky. If I had no indication that this was not back raise Betty, I would probably just make it 7 or 8 here or something.
Yeah, like a normal person.
Yeah. We do not get Fuck It Freddy to go with us.
Oh no.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, people. Relax. It's gonna go fine.
And the only other variable was that back raise Betty, I don't have a lot of hands where it's gone like a bunch of limpers and he limps behind. So I don't know if that changes how he does things or she or whoever. But we did get back raise Betty to do what we thought he would do.
Nice.
So then,
Oh, there was almost, by the way, villain 7 almost had a fuck it to do.
yeah.
Almost. He didn't, but okay.
So at this point,
Yeah, this is the real question, and I'm not sure of the right answer.
I chose the basic min click, just the min raise.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Sure.
Yeah,
39
and
to 44.
then the rest is boring. He jams and it's ace king. So, but the main thing was the amount because of this guy was kind of the big main question to see if we could figure that out.
Yeah. And so here is, I think this is the exact algebraic equation, and I believe that this is easy to do in game now that we've done it. Go back to when we're just before Fuck It Freddy. Okay, so we look at what Freddy has to call before we bet.
Can you mute Sam, please?
Yes. There we go. Okay. It would be so funny if that was at Derek's house. So we subtract off another half a big blind from villain 1, because that's going to be the call. Leaving him with 5.24. He has 5.24. We can raise, this is what I think, we can raise half of that. 5.24, half of that is 2.55, 2.56, right? I said 5.24, 2.5, 61. So let's just do, Now that's what I believe. So now let's do it as we raise to 2.5. So if this is right, so that would put us up to 3.5. When he jams over the 3.5, he will put in 6.7. So he will have put in a total of 7.2 off of 3.5. 3.5 and 3.5 is 7. Yes, that's how you do it.
Okay, so
That's the
explain
easy
it to
math.
those of us that are like 5-year-old math students.
Right. So just do this. So here's how you do it. You haven't raised yet, so go back one step. Don't look at the fact that he has 6.74. Ignore that he's got the small blind in there and he's got 7.24 in there, right?
Okay, yeah,
Call it 7.2. Just we make it a little small. He's got 7.2. So his ability to jam for 7.2 is a raise of 6.2 more, right? If he jams for 7.2, that's 6.2 more than the call. So it's a raise
yeah.
of 6.2. To leave enough, you can bet half that. Now, why did I just get a different answer? Okay, go to the next hand. I'm going to do this math not in my head. I'm going to do it for real so I get it, and then I will tell it to you guys.
Okay.
Okay.
You want me to go to another hand?
Yeah.
Okay. If I expose this, I'll have to stop sharing so you don't see the secret word.
Okay. The secret
Or
word.
if somebody else has a hand, they can go and I can get it set up. Okay. So this was just we get 3-bet. This player was pretty good. The big blind was a
Okay,
decent
right.
player just for these 12 hands. Yeah, go ahead, Scotty.
Okay. Yeah, I got the math. I just did it right. I said it wrong. When I said it out loud, the algorithm was right. The formula was right, but I did the formula wrong in my head when I was saying it out loud. So just, you can't flip back. So the guy had 6.74 in his stack. Oh, you can put it back? Yeah, put it back. Here we go. He has 6.74 in his stack right now. What we want to know is what he starts the hand with before he puts in a blind. That's just going to simplify it that way. That way it'll work whether the guy is on the button or in the blind or wherever he is. So in any place, you just look at what has he got before he's put in any money, including his blinds. In this case, it's 7.24, right?
Mm-hmm.
So take the 7.24 and find out how big a raise is it if he goes all in, which is 7.24 minus the one big blind, right?
Yeah.
So so if he jams, he's able to raise a total of 6.24. That number comes up. That number is very quick and easy to get in your head. Because just how much money minus the money that's in the pot, that the last bet. So if he can raise to 6.24, we can raise half that, which means we can raise 3.12. So we can raise 3.12. And here's how you verify it. When we raise to 3.12, the pot becomes 4.12. He puts in his last money, which is 7.24, which is a raise of 3.12. Just like math says it should be. So you very quickly just, what did he start the hand with? Subtract off the last bet, because if it was a raise, it'll change it. In this case, it's 1. Divide that in half. That is your raise size.
So what Nate John put in chat there is the formula.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Nate
Yep,
John
exactly.
is right.
Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it.
Yep.
And if there was a raise in front, like if somebody had raised it to 2, that one big blind would become 2 big blinds, and it would be 5.24, and then you could raise to 2.62 instead of 3.12.
Okay.
Right. So that's your quick way to do it from now on. All right.
Nice.
Next hand.
Fishy player
Mhm.
here in the small blind.
Yep.
Decent player, 12 hands, but hasn't, has been decent, has played well in those 12 hands. Squeezes R7-8. I called here because of this player and because it's probably a call anyway.
And because of this player, meaning he's never going to wake up and 4-bet out of this, and he's often gonna call and give you the pot odds that, that 7-8 suited loves, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't say he never four bets, but probably rare, it would be rare. Whereas if we were just heads up, if he folds, if the small blind folds and he three bets us, I'm calling this suited connector 100%.
Right, yeah, so, sure,
So does this make it better that I'm assuming he will call or fold and we should be good. If I think he's going to four bet, no, I'm folding.
right.
Yeah. Which funny enough,
That's better.
he does four bet. So we're out of here. But this plays into another hand
Yeah.
because we get a showdown, and this is what we get shown down. So we're confirming this guy is just a little bit of a nutcase.
Yeah.
I definitely
By the way,
wouldn't-
you would have won, you, by the way, would have won 245 big blinds.
Yeah. Once I saw once we got to the showdown, I was like, oh, I would have won that hand.
You wouldn't have though, because would you have made it past the turn?
Yeah, probably not.
If anybody decides to continue?
Yeah, exactly.
Question.
This is definitely not back raise Betty. I would not have classified this person as back raise Betty, even though he pulled
No.
kind of a back raise Betty type stunt here. But that's not the guy.
That's not a back raise Betty move.
And
That's a fuck it Freddy move.
yeah, that's kind of a fucking Freddy move for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
Calls it off.
so this was the same villain, and I do have notes here on this guy. He was basically Stabby McStabberson. He was always bet. You could check to him, and he would almost always bet.
Right.
Now it had been happening so much, I was basically checking a ton to him, and he's been barreling, and I've been just picking him off. It happened so much that I'm sure he's noticing that I'm checking to him and just calling with better hands. So, I'm just trying to get into pots with him, and I not necessarily don't need to three bet here. I think, right?
Yeah, I think calling is soft.
He goes big.
Great
Calling
position.
calling here. I suppose we could potentially check raise this hand.
You mean just, oh, check raise his hand. Yeah. Yeah. Less often against the big size.
Right. He checks behind.
Great. We're gonna bet almost every river.
How about an ace river?
Ooh, that's the one I didn't love.
I'm not crazy about the ace river either.
Yeah.
So I kind of gave up.
I would consider, before giving up though, I would consider. Okay,
Well,
so,
well, you could
go back
consider
and-
position, right?
yeah,
I mean, he does have lots of aces, but he's also, arguably, he's 55%, he's opening from button. But you're playing three-handed. Yeah, I think your give up is fine.
okay, go back before he bets. Here, all right. So we called in the big blind, pre-flop. When he checks behind, there, that ace. Yes, the ace scares it. We don't like the ace. But when he has a marginally made hand on the flop that he bet, he hates the ace too. His 10 that could hang on for just a flush now has to hang on against a flush and an ace.
Yep.
I like a bet here. Dean is betting 4. I'm betting 7 to 12, something in that range, but Dean is betting 4. Dean, when you bet 4, are you trying to get air to fold or a 10?
Yeah, I just think like even a 10 even listening to you guys, I think a 10 would feel the pressure a little bit and fold. And you just get better air too. Nines, eights, pocket eights.
Well, that's not air. No, air is
Oh, I'm just
no
like,
pair. Your
of course,
four,
air will
your
for
four is
sure
gonna
fold.
get, your four is gonna get king, is gonna
Yeah,
get
every king high will for
a
sure
lot,
fold, yeah.
a lot. But if you're trying to get a 10 to fold,
But pocket eights, like anything like that, other than you just gotta
I
know
know,
that you're gonna get called. You can't be mad if you get called by an ace. You're just betting
Yeah.
that you're gonna get called by an ace for sure
yeah,
and not care. You're just
right.
getting folds that you can.
I don't,
But I don't hate bigger either.
yeah, I don't think four gets, I don't think four gets a 10 to fold. I think four gets a 5 to fold a lot. Does four get a 9 and a 7 to fold? I don't know. I don't know that four does it.
But if you bet bigger and you're getting a 10 to fold, then you don't want to have aces in that bluff range and get, you know,
Right.
if they're
Right.
just auto
No,
folding.
you don't, yeah,
tens.
you don't, your value, right, right. If you bet 12 and a 10 folds, then 12 is a bad size when you have an ace. If you have an ace, I think a really good size to bet might be check. And then you get to call this. Okay, let's see what happens.
Ooh,
Oh, there's that.
I like that.
We didn't even
Nope.
discuss that.
Yeah, that didn't enter any discussion. I was a little surprised, but
That is
that's why I kind
fucking
of brought it
convincing.
because I don't know if you consider this spew or not.
Well, it's definitely a
You
play
go-
and I like it, but, no one brings it up because I don't think to make it. And I like it when you show these because it at least puts it in my mind. I frankly don't know if I have the gumption to do it, but I like it. Especially
And
against this guy, right? So we got the check bet line,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a more overbluffed line. The blocking nuts. I like it. You're blocking the jack eight and you're blocking the flush. I like it.
And it would be good to like on an ace river, check again with your flushes to get a little bet out there.
yeah,
You know,
and remember the dynamic here, which I thought was at play, was that I've just been checking to him with strong hands all like for 113 hands. A lot of these were heads up. That's why these numbers are pretty inflated. A lot
Yeah.
of it was heads up before this player got in here.
Right.
This is the dance of the seven veils. Make the reveal.
All right.
he snapped with ace nine.
Oh,
Ugh.
he has two pair.
Oh my god, when he's in hell, what's he do?
Come on. Yes.
Nice.
All right.
Good. I love it. I love it. Okay, hand
So-
of the day.
So no river probe, river, whatever we call it, was going to work. He was never folding two pair
No.
bet. He can fold two pair to a check raise. He's never folding to a bet. This reminds us how check raises maximize fold equity. Yay, 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 yay. The one thing about this hand that makes it a bad candidate for this play, and I so love that it worked, is most of the time your check raise bluffs on the river come from a hand that when it goes check, check,
You
has a
got a
chance. to
showdown.
win. So if you're here with
7-8.
7-8.
7-8, 7-8 can play this way perfectly. It has the same blocker property. 7-8 with the 8 of hearts somehow. Why do you have it? Oh yeah, you could have it. 7-8 of, yeah, okay. 8-9 of spades. Yeah. 8-9 of spades, 8-5 of spades. All those hands are probably better candidates for this. But go, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it might have been a little spewy.
if you'd exposed his hand first, I would have said it was spewy as fuck. I mean, if you exposed it right now before he folded and he said, let me show you his hand, I would have gone, oh, well.
Yeah, I like your, I mean, I don't find them, I don't, you bring these plays on occasion and I like them. And I mean, I like your, from a nerdy perspective, I like your blocker qualities, right? Or blocking nuts 2 ways. Yeah. Get in.
And what do we always say in the group? Nobody bluffs on the river, so it's nice.
Yeah, it's a
Yep.
very underbuff spot.
Did he make a polarization error on his bet, on his sizing?
And I'm also curious, what pot is, we're offering about 20%, right? 30, we're offering them 30%.
Solve it, solve it, solve it. Was it two-way?
Very hard to solve, but we could.
No, it's not. Button
Did-
versus big blind. That's it.
Was it heads up? It
Heads
was,
up.
wasn't it?
Button versus
Okay,
big blind.
never mind.
Solve it.
I misspoke.
Yeah.
I think a better play for him would be to, better play for him would be to bet big flop, bet big turn, check back, river.
Bet big flop, check, turn, bet small river. Does his hand fit in a polar category at that point? Obviously not, because
Let's
he
look at
thought it
his-
was an
the
event.
text.
You're
So
not
what's
supposed to, you're not supposed to fold the top lobe of your polar range. You're supposed to fold the bottom lobe, so therefore this wasn't good enough to make it to the top lobe.
Is there a difference between a lobe and a portion?
Yes, the first letter.
I was just
I'm not
curious.
sure if I can, I'm not sure if I can portion my cock up your ass.
Oh, God. Man, your days on YouTube are
That joke is
numbered.
meta. That joke is meta.
That right?
All right, so
We check.
his 10-7 probably has big bets.
Yeah,
No, it does
he
not.
does.
His bet was, so this is a 2.5 raise. So his bet was 3.1, right?
Yeah, he went B75
All right, so he gets slivers, right?
or B66 probably, right?
Yeah.
That was a B75, I think.
No, he went 3.1
Okay.
into a 2 point, yeah.
All right,
Let's
He
do with-
makes an
let's do with the big size.
appropriate size.
yeah, he gets a sliver of this.
Yep.
We're not folding.
With a heart, we get to do some check raising more often,
Mm-hmm.
which we
Still mostly we call.
suspected.
Even against the big size.
5 of hearts.
Turn went check, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Can you see if he gets checks in?
Lots
Check.
of checks. Oh wait,
We
this is
check.
I check.
This is you.
And his 2 pair does check behind.
Pure.
Interesting.
All right.
Because your calling range is so chock full of heart draws.
Scotty's prediction is that his size was wrong on the river. Let's see.
Our queen jack needs to bluff now.
Great. And when it
Yeah.
bluffs, what's its size? Let's see.
Pick your poison.
It has some
Yeah.
2.5 to get air to fold. All right. How big does it go? Yeah, so let's look at this.
It goes all the way up to B300.
Okay, great. And our particular combo is heart.
And because we have a heart, we need to go B300. That's it's like pure almost.
B300. All right.
And there is no checking.
Queen of spades, jack of clubs checks.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Right. But the problem is we're depending on our heart blocker when we check raise the river. So that's where your check raise is going to go away.
So you want to see what, when we check, and then he chooses now to bet again. And he chose a big size, right?
Right, which is so much of a polarization error that he shouldn't even bet.
Yeah. What's can we see real quick what it thinks 10-7's equity is on this run out? Thanks.
A
82%, but it's still checking back. Because it can't sustain a check raise.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a ton of equity when you
It's
don't.
up.
It just can't, it can't hold, it can't handle a check raise.
Alright. So let's take a look at what he does bet pot with. Does he ever bet pot? Okay, yeah, so 150 is his closest thing.
Ace five.
Let's see what what's his 77s? Well, but give them both. Let's, get on this river if you can. You don't need to go to simple, just give
Yeah,
them
I was
both.
trying to see if Simple gave us a pot size bet, but
Okay, if you want to take a look, whatever. But I'm saying just click the 10.5 and the 20.5 in the low, no, not in how you play it, but in the chart below. So on his node, scroll down there. So click on both those and we'll look at them in the chart. So we got them and the 20, do them both. You can click them both.
150?
Yeah, those two. Yeah, those two. Boom. Great. Okay, so he has got here flushes, right? Are all those are all of those flushes?
Flushes, straights, sets,
Yeah. And then some
some
bluffs.
two pair,
Yeah,
and then no made hands.
right. No made hands, which are gonna have blockers in them, right?
Yeah, one can assume.
8 is a blocker to the straight, right? Yes.
How about Queen X?
Queen 4, Queen 3, Queen deuce. Those don't have any blocker properties, right? They're just,
Probably, yeah, nothing that I could see.
they're just bottom of range, just straight up. No, are they bottom of range? No, they're not.
Besides the 8 and the Queen Jack.
I don't get it. They block ace queen on the river. Who cares? Okay. Which two pair made it into that range? Which was the two pair that he bet big? I think it's like top. It's going to be like really good two pair, right? 10-7 doesn't. 10-9 and 9-7, they all do bet small. The big ones are only top pair are only ace height, ace two pairs. Those are the only ones that make it. Okay. And do those aces have the ace of hearts in them? Well, that's that. I was looking at the offsuit ones. No,
Sure.
doesn't matter. I mean, the ace of hearts is there, but it doesn't change the frequency of anything. Okay. All right. Now you wanted to see whether we turn our jack queen into a bluff.
Yeah, I don't think it's because we were supposed to bet almost pure there, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be there.
No, it's not. The one jack queen combo that does get there is unfortunately
Pure fold.
doesn't, yeah, because it doesn't have the heart blocker.
Yeah, we don't have it.
Okay. All right. Cheat the solver and make it full height. And let's see what it does with its 1/10 of 1/100th of 1%.
Queen nine though.
It doesn't let you do it. Okay.
Like queen nine.
Right. So
I mean, we could see if we have any bluffs here. I mean, go to breakdown.
Oh, there
see
you
if we have any
go.
Bluffs.
There you go. There's a little justification.
Mm. Yeah.
queen 9, that what it does with a pair that is
Yeah.
clearly good.
With the heart.
That's a bluff. That is a
Like
bluff.
that falls into your theory, Scotty, of having the check raise have some kind of showdown.
Right. Note the size.
All in, yeah.
It's all in. It's not fucking around.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't think you were particularly fucking around, but it is not. Yeah. Queen 9, king 9. Queen 8, king 8. But now go back off now let's see what we actually have here. Go to the real range height, because some of this might be meaningless.
No, it's ace
Yeah.
seven.
Yeah,
Ace
king nine and
seven.
queen nine are real, but the king eight and queen eight are not. Those are imaginary.
King eight and queen eight. These are probably flushes though.
Oh yeah, that's a hard flush anyway. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, your bluffs here, your pocket eights bluff. Yeah, your bluffs here come from a hand that could afford to check. Ace four, ace three, ace deuce. They decide they're not good. Queen deuce. Oh no, wait, those are all flushes. All those
Mhm.
are flushes, except for the ace ones. No, the aces are flushes too. Okay, those are all flushes. So it's just an offsuit land. And ace seven, ace eight.
Yeah, taking your top pair with the nut flush blocker and doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. King, queen. King, queen got here for a different reason and it checked the flop. But remember, king, queen can win on a check sometimes. It's the best no pair. So that's why king, queen is allowed to check on the
Mhm.
check on in the earlier node.
Yep.
We got it here. Yeah. And hence queen, jack, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And what we did see with the queen jack was because it can't win, it all donk bluffed.
Yep.
All right, Derek got a hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to share.
Yep. Oh, one more thing. Mike,
Yep.
bluff 300%. Does he fold the 10-7? In Silverland?
Let's see. Well, he won't have it because he's supposed to check it.
No, you bluff. You're supposed to bluff.
Oh,
You're
against the
donk.
bluff. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, just donk it. Just tell me. Derek has king, yay.
It's indifferent.
All right, it starts folding. Good.
All right, what you got, Derek? Let's see your
Okay.
kings.
So I'm like in the god seat,
Mm-hmm.
and this is like 200 effective.
Okay.
Oops.
Oops, let me go back.
Just you probably want to just close that window.
Why doesn't it go back? Okay. Oh, there he goes. Okay.
There it is.
So okay. So someone opens under the gun. There's callingness. So I make it 40.
I like that size. 40, 45, 50,
40 is fine.
35, all great. I like that size.
So of course this happens, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, naturally, right?
right.
So,
Yep.
so we have a $200 pot and only 5 players, but I have king, so I'm fine. No ace,
Right.
so I'm happy.
Right. With an SPR of 3-ish,
Yep.
maybe Joey doesn't have anything to say about SPR of 3. Maybe we're fine going broke.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Oh,
Did,
I'm fine
did
going
everybody
broke.
have $600 really, or was it different?
No, but this is the effective size that
Okay.
it turns
Okay.
out to be.
Okay. So someone
So I bet tiny
Tiny.
on the flop.
tiny's fine.
Oh, there's something really good about tiny
Yeah.
on
But
this
that
flop.
pumps
You
the
get your
pot
answer.
up to SBR up to 2.
Yeah, right.
So we're okay with that. Now anyone who has a 10 has 1, but we're fine with that.
Yeah.
So we bet the 10.
But you really incentivized to 10 to check raise with your size. So I like
Yeah.
that.
So I don't think that they have sets.
He just donked. This guy just donked.
No,
No,
it went check,
no,
bet, call.
I bet small.
Okay,
Now-
on turn he donked,
Yeah.
No, I bet out 100 on the turn.
and you get one caller.
I get
Okay.
1 caller. Then another
Repeat
3
3.
comes up.
Yep.
So he
SPR is
checks to
less
me.
than 1.
So I bet tiny.
All right, question 1. if you bet small, are you able to fold to a check raise?
Of course, this is
Okay, then
a
bet small.
insta fold, right? But
Then bet
okay,
any
now
size you want.
theory says you should never reopen the betting for less
For
than
this size.
half.
Yeah,
But
you're
I'm
getting a big, you're
violating
betting small
that.
to induce.
I'm violating that.
Yeah, you're violating
Well,
that.
he's not betting small to induce if he's
No,
gonna
he's not. You're
hold
right.
to a
He's
check
betting
raise.
small to get called by a
Yeah.
nine and an
So
ace
he calls
with
and he
ace.
has ace queen.
Ah, crazy.
Hmm.
Okay.
But
Can I sell you on the idea, and whether you like it, of on the turn, letting it check through on the turn, calling all river bets on all rivers. And if he checks the river, betting all rivers. The same 100. I don't know if it's better. That's my thought.
That's a viable line.
so like I just sat down pretty
Mm.
much and doubled up. So I don't really know these guys.
Yeah.
So this is the first hand that I recorded.
Mhm.
So my default assumption is that they're loose passive.
Right.
So
Clearly.
that's
Yeah.
usually what I'm playing against, which is
All
why
right, so
all
one
of you-
question. I have one question
ahead.
for you. Pre-flop. You get 4 callers or 3? 3 callers, right?
Yeah, it's 5-handed to the flop. Yeah.
4 callers. Would you now, or do you think it's now viable to squeeze to a larger size?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could have bet like rather than betting 40, I could have bet 70, for instance.
Yeah, so I get this a lot in my games, right? So I'll get bet, call, and I've got very top of range, aces, kings, ace, queen. And and I've just got to the point I'm just making ridiculous squeeze sizes.
Oh,
So
for
like
there you could make it
60 or
80.
70 bucks.
Oh, I'd make it like 80, 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try making it 80, 100 there. If you get call.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah, I
bets
mean,
10.
so the
and
thing
you-
about
you go-
when you're doing that, and you get call, it's just like you're now playing essentially a one street game.
yeah, make it 100 and it's a one street game. And if you got kings there and they've got aces, fine. Reload.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing wrong with making it 100 and playing one street poker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Because you're
hate,
never going to 3-bet to 100 and fold for like 200 more.
Yeah.
And if they have aces, good for them.
let me go back to the flop for 1 second.
Sure.
Okay. So so his pre-flop call as opposed to, because he opened the action for a raise, right? He played right. Yes.
Yeah.
He opened the action for a raise.
So
You three
under
bet,
the gun bets 10.
right? So you bet 30 into 290 after the call. I don't hate this call. I don't think it's good, but I don't hate his call.
No, he's got like a backdoor flush of the
He's got
backdoor.
he's got two
backdoor
backdoors.
straight.
Nuts.
So I don't think I bet so small. I'm fine with his
Yeah.
call.
Yeah. He doesn't need to go with backdoors in a multi-way pot, but I don't hate it. I don't hate that. But I hate everything about his call on the turn.
Yeah,
Now,
another 10
question-
comes and
Right. Okay. So we all hate the call on the turn, right? Is that true?
Do it again. So what happens? It goes check, check.
For the
bet
flop, he
small.
calls 30 on the flop with
Yeah,
the
yeah, I know.
backdoor
But
backdoors.
but the
And
turn goes. Go to the
check,
turn. Check. What? How much does Derek bet?
100.
So a third.
Yeah, he didn't improve, and he doesn't have a 10.
Nope. Yeah.
Drawing dead
It's
to
pretty
Derek.
bad.
Yeah. No good.
Yeah, we hate that. Now, after hating this,
I know where you're going.
so put the call in here. On a pot of 490, when you bet 60, Do I hate his call? Yes, I do. Anybody else? What do you think? Because Derek exploitatively bets so small.
Well, the pot odds are ridiculous, right?
Odd odds are ridiculous.
I mean, it's like he's getting like 8-1. Is that it?
Yeah.
Am I counting right?
Yeah. So Derek has to be. So if he thinks Derek is, it's not that he doesn't respect his game. If you don't respect his game, you have to fold because he doesn't have bluffs. But if you think Derek is clueless, so he doesn't know about what he's offering in pot odds, if Derek knows anything, you have to fold here because Derek is offering him this pot odds for a reason.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can give up this on him.
Yeah. So if
I
Derek
mean, the
knows anything
argument
about
is
pot-
that you're chopping with all the other ace X, which is in his three betting range.
yeah, you don't even beat ace jack anymore.
So a lot
No,
of
but
people
ace
do
king.
have problems folding here on a double pair board. I mean, that's like,
Yeah,
that's
I
a common poker meme, right?
yeah, I
You're
think
chopping with ace king.
yeah, I think here that that solver when it gets to rivers like this does a lot of calling with ace high on these double paired boards because the other guy does a lot of bluffing, but you just don't call that turn. You don't get here.
I might have, well, I would never be here after your turn,
Yeah,
but,
okay.
but given these odds on a double pair board, I might have problems, folding.
Right. Now it matters that the double pair is the 3 and not the 9. Because when it's the 9, all the 3s got counterfeited and all the pocket pairs below a 9 got counterfeited and might bluff. But when it's the 3, the only pocket pair that got counterfeited that you never play this way is deuces anyway. So
That's a good point.
yeah, yeah. This is getting more and more foldy.
Let's see that.
Okay. Cool.
That's
So
just-
Derek, looking back, what do you think now of tell me which line you prefer on the turn? Check to call rivers or the one you took check bet small and then check bet tiny? Which do you like better with
Um,
in hindsight?
Well, with hindsight,
Not his exact hand. Hindsight of thinking about you still don't know his hand. You're still playing against his range.
okay, my poker is highly distorted, as I say, because I default to thinking that they play passive and loose.
Right. So you bet
So
the
if
turn,
I-
you bet the turn because
So I
they
bet the
don't bluff.
turn to get more money in because they'll call with a worse hand.
Okay. Sounds good.
Does that make sense? Like,
That makes total sense. And then the reason you can bet so small on the river is that your player pool doesn't have a bet small to induce button. Meaning when you bet 60 on the river, he never goes, well, fuck it, I'm all in then. If you can only bet 60, you don't have a 10, therefore I can go all in. He never does that. So you can bet 60 and when he jams, you can fold.
yeah, it's always okay. So the way to exploit me, of course, is to exploit my bet fold tendency.
Yeah.
Right. So this is a bet fold.
Right. Got it.
So,
Okay.
So if he makes it like 200, 300, 400, it's always a fold.
Great.
Right.
Right.
So,
But
so
he
he
never
could exploit
does
me
that
if
as a
he knew
bluff.
that.
Yeah.
Right,
Therefore you don't have to worry about the Matt Affleck rule. Good.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is violating the Matt Affleck
Yeah.
rule.
And for a good reason. It seems
Because
like
I'm bet
You-
folding the river.
Yeah.
So I do this a lot. And that extra 60, 70 bucks
yeah.
ma- gets you up there. You know what I mean?
It's 30 big blinds.
Right.
It's huge.
So I do this a lot. This is
Yeah.
I'm violating Matt Affleck all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if someone were to have their eyes open, they'd be exploiting this.
Yeah.
So,
So I
yeah, I think we got max value versus his exact hand, but I feel like we're missing value versus what his actual range is here.
so talk about that, Mike. What line you prefer?
Well, just bigger bet sizes.
Okay. On the flop, turn, and river, or where?
Um, I think the check turn is a good way to go. But certainly on the river, I think we can go like a standard I
Oh,
mean, maybe even jam, but that
oh,
might be a little too thin. But like be 50 on the river instead of
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Like 250 on the river. Do you call it off?
yeah. So picture, put yourself in that guy's head playing the way that guy plays. He's got ace queen. You bet the flop small. You go check, check, turn. The three comes on the river. He checks again. You bet half pot to 2/3 pot, that kind of thing. There he is with ace high on the two paired board that you check the turn. You're trying to buy the pot. He calls you and he calls you for more money than you got.
yeah, but then
Because river.
he's also calling jacks and eights,
Mhm.
maybe some sevens, sixes, fives if he's really sticky and doesn't believe you.
So I
Because
could make more money.
your check on the turn convinced him that your bet on the river is a bluff. He doesn't bluff the river, but you do, is what he's thinking. Or else why would he call with ace queen on the turn?
So that's very interesting because I could make way more money if I bet like 250 on the river.
Right. But you
And
can't
then it's
bet 250
easy
on
to
the river.
fold.
But you can't bet 250 in the river and you can't bet the turn and 250 on the river.
So the 100 rather than 100 on the turn,
You check the
the
turn.
pot would be like now 350 if I didn't bet 100.
And now you bet 200 on the river.
Yeah, okay. And that makes more money. Yeah, okay.
Now, does anybody here want to bet? Does anybody here want the line to be bet a reasonable, take Derek's line, but bet the 250, 275, 300 on the river?
So it would look like this if I go back. Rather than bet 100, I would check here and we'd have go three ways to the flop.
No,
But
you got, oh, he folded to the 100 now. Yeah, you'd go three ways to the river if you check here.
uh, I was actually trying to buy the pot on the turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind. I think the bet turn is good too. I think the sizing is good.
Okay, so you would go for all three streets and you would just go for a full, a normal river size.
As played, I would still bet the river. Yes, bigger. Yes.
Okay.
So you'd
Okay.
bet so you'd play 100 on the turn and then 250 on the river.
Yeah. Or what was the size of the pot on the river?
Well, it was another
590.
Yeah, 300,
590.
Yeah, 300.
350.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, or maybe a little less. Again, I think jam is maybe too thin. Like I don't know if we get the calls from the hands we want calls from when we jam.
We want a 9 to call
Yeah, we want a 9 to call. We want eights, sevens, sixes to not believe us.
and jacks.
Ace king. I mean, they can have ace king.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They could have
okay.
jacks. They could have queens here.
I could try making it a bigger river bet in situations like this. That makes sense. Because then you get way more money.
Yeah.
An extra 200 or on hands like this over a course of a session. So I've been letting tiny on the river.
Yeah.
With like mediocre hands.
I
But
think that your bet of 100 on the turn, I think one of the things it does is I think that it caps him to not have a 10.
yeah.
Because he's got to be
I think he
afraid.
raises with if he has a 10, he raises.
He raises because you could go check on the river.
So if I go 100 and he check raises me to 400, then it's an easy fold.
Right. But when he doesn't check raise you, you've
It's a
now
green light to just bet for value.
bet for
Bet
value.
for tiny, thin value.
Yeah. Yeah. And because this was the initial raiser, so he has pocket eights, pocket nine, he has pocket eights, he doesn't have pocket nines now, but ace nine suited, pocket jacks, but he doesn't have a lot of threes. So the 3 on the river is not terrible.
Yeah. Three is a blank. I'm happy to see a 3.
Yeah. Yeah, because he folded his ace 3 suited to your 3 bet if he's playing well
Yep.
at
Yep.
all. Okay.
Or he folded his 3 when I bet 100 on the turn.
Yeah.
So I welcome the 3.
Yeah.
And if you got pocket threes, good for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wins.
Yeah. Okay. Who else has a hand? So
I'll
100 on the turn.
continue. I'm sure you do, Scotty. I mean, I have
Okay,
them
I'll do a
lined
couple.
up.
I got a couple of
so-
live ones. I think the 100 on the turn here is probably better than my bet check bet line. Because I think it functions to recap him. I think I might be might be playing a little too scared of the 10 with my line. Okay. But my line gets bluffs on the river that yours doesn't. There's that. That's what from my line is better in my player pool. That's why. Because my player pool bluffs the river after check. Yeah, okay. That's why your line is better. Even you cap him to not have a 10, which allows you to play the river perfectly. I get bluffs on the river that you don't get. All right. I was trying to think of why am I playing it the way I'm playing it, not the way you're playing it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's my assumption that I'm assuming my player pool plays like that. I could be wrong. All right. Here we go. All right. We like ace king. So the player who raises here is a good player. I re-raise him because I'm a good player. He calls because he probably has a hand that a good player calls with there. He checks. Am I going to bet range on 10-9-5 with ace king? Probably. I can probably bet small here. Can I also check? Yes, I have showdown value. I could check or bet. Should I be betting large on this? No. Okay, so I bet 100 into 200. I bet a little large. Okay, so what's
Not
my
bad.
it's not huge. What's my excuse? I'm playing hungry horse style. I'm betting a size that allows him to raise me, and I'll have to fold to the raises. He doesn't raise me. Great. The jack comes. Now every hand that he called me with is a pair or a straight. He checks. I'm going to check behind here every time. He has jack queen. He has king queen. He has king jack. They all made it here. He had 8 jack. They all made it here. Every 9 and 10 that he called me with or pocket pairs, they all made it here. This would be a dumb place for me to bet, I think. Even though I technically have a straight draw and my equity improved.
Hungry Horse would just call here pre-flop if you deemed him to be a good player.
Oh, doesn't 3-bet good players?
No.
With ace king? Okay.
No.
Why?
We want to play with fish.
Okay, try to bring in the fish and go multi-way there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If a good player opens and there's fish behind.
I don't know that there are fish behind. I just know this player's good. There might have been fish behind. This was a 3-5-10 player. Sometimes it's 3-5-10 table. Sometimes there's only 1 or 2 fish at a 3-5-10 table. Sometimes there's 0.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But anyway, okay. So here we go.
Hi.
And we got the ace on the river. That's good.
It is.
He bets 300.
He bets 300 into.
Into
Pot
Four-
of 427.
430.
He bets 75%.
This is not good.
So if you were to, your options are never folding. Your options are
I'm not
actually
folding. The only question is, do I raise?
Call or raise. If you
Ooh,
raise,
you do not
what
raise.
worse
Good.
calls? Ace queen. Ace queen is about maybe king.
Race.
Yeah.
Why
Ace
would you-
queen.
why would-
What else more? What else more than king? Ace queen calls you.
It's a 3-bet pot. You bet the flop, check the turn, and ace come on the river. You don't beat his value. There's no raise here. You could only
No.
either call or fold.
Good.
There's no raising.
Okay, that's
Good.
fine. I'm just talking about I mean, is there a portion? Are you saying there's no portion of his range that calls a raise?
You
Ace
do
queen.
not beat anything that he
Zero.
bets for
He does
value.
not have ace queen here.
He has ace queen here. That's the one. With ace queen here. He doesn't have ace 8.
I would be
we're
I'm,
surprised.
I'm certainly saying that ace queen is not enough of his range to raise. I don't
Yeah.
think it's a raise. I think
don't-
it's a call.
I
I
don't
was
think he's
just going through
betting
the
ace queen.
exercise of understanding what calls a raise, and I think it's not enough of his range. This is just ace queen.
If I had ace queen here in his position, I might just check call.
Absolutely. I've never bet ace, or I don't think he should be betting ace queen.
Yeah, so
No.
I think we have a call then. We're all in agreement.
Yeah, we just call.
I am not, no.
Oh, we
I
fold. We
don't think
fold.
ace king is like a snap fist pump call either.
Doesn't have to be a fist pump call, but is it a call?
I don't, man, I mean, I was in kind of in fold camp, but I was like hearing you guys, I'm like, shit, I guess I'm just a super nit.
No, well, you're right. Maybe you
Well,
are
in this
super nit.
case, maybe, but the result, like results wise, sure, it's a fold. But when you think about the three bet pot, relatively early position, I mean, decently early. You're not like button cutoff or button big blind. You're in the low jack and the hijack, and against a good player. And this board is just kind of really shitty for just top pair.
It is it is, yep, good points about the folding forward. It's a tough fold to make.
There's
mean,
certainly
for
no raising
Top
though.
pair, top
No, okay.
pair.
We've limited, we've dumped out the raise. Larry's pointed out that ace queen can call us, but it's not enough of his range to make it a raise, and we all agree on that. Yeah, I just completely agree, especially with that stupid 5 sitting there.
Ace
Oh,
five,
because of the solve, because of ace 5 suited. So ace jack, ace 10, ace 9 all makes sense. Ace 8 and ace 7 that you beat, he probably folded like that, right? Down there though, if this was ace deuce, you'd go, well, at least there's ace queen and ace 5. There's not even ace 5. There's only ace queen.
He's a
That's-
good player. He's calling ace five suited, right? So he's
Yeah,
got
that's
two
why.
combos of that.
How
That's
about
why.
ace 10,
One.
ace jack,
Right. Yeah. So we're not raising. We got that. All right.
ace 10,
Who-
ace jack, jack 10.
Right. So Dean says name 3 bluffs and 3 values we beat.
King,
All right.
queen.
All right. Fuck. Fuck you,
Yep.
Dean. That's a
Fuck
really
has
good
been de-
question. That's
fuck
a
has been
really good
declared.
question.
Yeah, that's a good
All right.
question.
Ace queen offsuit. Okay. Ace queen suited. That's 2 combos that he could bet. And he shouldn't. He should check call. He should check call them. There's value. Ace queen offsuit should have folded pre, but one combo didn't. He made one, and what I mean by that is that there are enough players out there in the player pool who didn't fold their ace queen offsuit that on average there's at least one combo of ace queen offsuit left out there. Problem is not all 3 of those hands bet. So okay. I don't have to name any value combos. Fuck you, Dean. I only have to name bluffs. I'm bluff catching. Oh, Hugh, do I beat all the bluffs? Yes, I beat all the bluffs. All right. What bluffs does he have? 6, 7, 7, 8 of all suits. No, 6, 7, and 7, 8 of hearts, diamonds, and spades. 6 of them. I'm done. I found enough.
6, 7 should have folded to the flop.
Eight's a straight,
6, 7 is a straight draw.
7, 8's a straight.
7, 8's a straight. Oh, fuck. I have 3, 6, 7s I beat.
Pocket 8s should be turned into a bluff.
All right. Pocket 8s that he bluffs.
Yeah.
Good. There we go.
Yeah, if you
In that
can
case,
put
pocket 6s,
those low
pocket 7s, and
pairs,
pocket 8s.
if you think this player can turn low pairs into bluffs, then then you're getting better. But
Yeah.
Low pairs have to call
that's
your.
a very
your
rare
C-bet.
play by people that they don't find them.
He's a good player.
And do you think he can find a low like pocket 3s or 4s or 6s?
No, I think he folds
Eight.
3s, 4s. I think he folds those on the flop, but the 6s, 7s, 8s, being a bit above the 5, because I have ace 5 suited in my range. So he's going to want to be above the 5.
I got 8s, 8, 9 suited should be turned into a bluff.
Yeah, if he turns those into a bluff on the river. But
Yeah.
boy, the ace river,
Check raise.
isn't my range littered?
Yes, that's why you didn't call, right? You didn't call the river bet.
Are you kidding? Of course I called the river bet.
No.
That's why I'm wrong. That's why we see the hand. Because I called it. This is
Because he
live.
just has way too many value. He has ace 10. He has ace jack. He has jack 10. He has king, queen. He has 7, 8. Like those are all value. Like we don't literally like
So
given
you
how under bluff people are, I don't think this like
okay. So you folded this river, Sam. You and Mike both folded.
Yeah, I was
I
in the
would
fold camp.
yeah, I would think very long and hard. Like at least I wouldn't snap call.
I thought for a little while, but what I thought about was the difference between raising and calling. I did not think about folding.
Yeah, raising is definitely out the window. Like
Yeah, I
you
didn't
don't
do that.
beat anything.
Yeah, I didn't do
So
that.
let's go back to river. So on river, we are classified on this text, and you guys have very good points about the texture. We are instantly classified as a pure bluff catcher.
Yes. And
Okay.
against his size. It's not a super polarized size, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Size that wants to get called.
Like I think even 10-9 is not even a bet by him. Like
Oof.
certainly ace queen should not be a bet.
yeah.
Yeah.
How's a 10-9 not be a bet? 10-9 it's
Because it's hard for me to have it no, why it's not a bet?
yeah. How's it not a bet?
Because my
I
ace
think
10,
it's too thin. I don't think
I don't have a lot of ace nine suited in my range from three betting. But
So
I do
we're,
have ace jack
ace
suited.
jack,
I
ace
would have
jack.
I would have bet ace 10 suited on the flop, and I could have easily checked back ace 10 suited on the turn. So now 10-9 is stuck with having to deal with my ace 10. Problem is his 10-9 is all suited. So whatever suit he has, he leaves me with only one combo of ace 10 suited.
So when you do this, your range is ace king, ace jack, and ace 10. Do you really three bet
king
ace
queen.
jack suited? Ace jacks, no. King queen would just keep betting.
Yeah,
King queen
I thought
turn
we're
the
talking
nuts.
about villain.
No, I mean, in
I get it.
in the villain's range, in the villain's shoes, when I look at this hand, I'll be like, okay, you might have three bet me with ace 10 suited, bet the flop, check the turn. So I'm
Right.
losing to ace 10 if I have 10-9.
Right.
And then you probably have ace jack. But do you really three bet most of your ace jack suited against my so the majority of your range is ace king, so I would bet
I raise,
9 here.
yes, I three bet ace jack suited against you, just so
Yeah.
you know, I do. I do it 100% of the time. I three bet ace jack. When I three bet ace jack and I pick up the jack on the turn,
Are you not gonna bet?
I probably bet it.
Yeah, so there.
So there. So I, so this is the thing for Mike, your 10-9, that's barely a bet on the river, I think is a good bet on the river.
It is a good
Yeah. Like I think it's pretty thin though. Like it's
Uh,
barely a bet. I didn't say it wasn't a bet.
Yeah, because I have one combo of ace 10 suited that I play this way, only one. And I have three combos of ace 5 suited that I could play this way. I could bet my ace 5 suited on the flop.
So at the river, there's only two combos of ace side suited.
Right. So you have three. So there are 3 2-pair combos that I have that you're targeting, and you're targeting all of my ace king and ace queen. And I've got
Yeah.
all the ace king offsuit, and I've got all the ace queen offsuit.
So two combos of ace 5 suited, two combos of ace 10 suited, and then the rest of
One
them
combo.
is
One-
ace king.
No, one combo of ace 10 suited.
Was
Only
it one combo?
because he's got 9-10 and his 9-10 is suited. So therefore he blocks.
Yeah, so you only have you only have three of them, and then the rest of them is ace king. Ace king is what?
Yeah.
It's 3 times. It's 12 combos. Like
Yeah. 16. I have, so it's minus the ace. I have 12. Yeah. I have 12 out there. I have 12 of them left.
three times.
Yeah.
As much where we're gonna get value versus we're gonna value own ourselves if we have 10-9. So
Yeah.
it's an easy bet.
I just punched it in. I don't know if it would be worth looking at. So.
Yeah, let's look at it. Look at it. Let me see it. Let me watch myself be wrong.
You guys are like 130 effective with your strat or with the straddle and all that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much that affects anything, but we got the a low jack range here and a high jack,
Mhm.
3-bet and a low jack call, right?
Yep. Yeah, just want to point out, I was 3-betting all of them, those, okay. He calls. Ace 10 suited is in there. 9-10 suited is in there.
Okay, check range.
What do I do with my ace king of, by the way, spade diamond?
Okay, good job. Pretty much 50% of your range just bets 50%.
Yeah, okay, great.
Never
Okay,
big.
that's
Never
fine.
big.
Yeah, happy with that.
Slivers of big, but you know,
Yeah.
you see it.
Yeah, just,
So good. You kind of went like 40, 45, so I put in 50. All right, is
yeah,
that good?
yeah, I bet 50-ish.
Okay. He calls. Jack turn. He checks. You get to continue a lot, basically checking 40% of the time. Your hand wants to bet more often than not.
It does.
What was your combo?
Ace of spades, king of diamonds.
Spade.
Likes to bet. It does some
Diamond.
checking, but it likes to bet.
And when it does, it bets small, but we
Okay.
checked.
Right.
Here's, now that we went check, check, here is his leading range.
Ace 10 doesn't do it all the time. 10-9 doesn't do it. 10-9, it saves 10-9 to protect its checking range. So you're not, your 10-9 is winning, but you need something that's winning in their checking range too. I guess.
And I think good players will have more value here.
Okay.
So the call, like the call is worse than what the solver would say.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure he's betting all his ace 10 suited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should overfold here.
Yeah. And the ace king on that river is already mixing folds.
Or you could jam. Turn it into a bluff. Say I have aces.
Yeah. I have aces. I don't have aces though. Okay. Cool. That helped me a lot. Eyes, because I was not thinking about folding. This is my memory. This was played not this weekend. This was played a little while back, but I don't think I was. I think I wrote that down for should I have raised, not this. All right. Everyone's gonna love this, especially Mike. By the way, Nuffle has not done. Nuffle has not been doing well for me. Just read it, but just recently. You know, it's just could be that. Just saying. Did it? So here we go. We have a queen 10 on the button. Easy
Share.
raise.
Share.
Oh, share. Fine. There's always that. All right, here we go. And this hand is played live. If it wasn't played live, something wouldn't have happened. So here we go. Raise, get called. 7-6-3. And he donks. All right. And this is, he is O-limped. He is an O-limper. He has limped some hands. So he is a Nuffle candidate. That's enough of a reason for him to be a Nuffle candidate.
Yeah.
Can
he
you
donked,
explain how you get to that?
Yes. Mike, why don't you tell the Nuffle speech?
Oh, just it's if you consider the player to be kind of unstudied and a fish, basically, put him in the fish bucket, then you can apply the Nuffle strategy.
Okay. So only apply Nuffle to fish.
Yeah.
Right. So pretty much everyone at your table can be Nuffled is the thing. But I needed something. Is he in the category? And just the fact that I'd seen him limp went, yep, that's enough. That's enough to put him in the Nuffle category. Let's Nuffle. So here we go. He bets. So I call, right? Turn is a 4. That is a bad card. And he bets 40. But we are doing Nuffle. I've already decided this was a Nuffle candidate. And I'm not going to be distracted by the board and my hand when I'm Nuffling. So I say, like I usually do, I say raise, and then I decide the size because that's what my process is. And some people have gotten mad at me for that recently, because they think it's non-standard. But I say raise, and then I look in the pot and go, okay, how much did I do pre-flop? As I'm figuring out the number, 207, which I'm going to bump up to 210. But while I'm going, okay, pre-flop and go through the numbers, he folds.
Yeah,
So
great.
that was great. That was the part of Nuffle that was so wonderful for that hand. All right.
Why are you saying that it didn't go great for you?
It did. It went great.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Nuffle didn't go. No, I said Nuffle. No, because there are Nuffle hands that I haven't shown that I have lost several Nuffle hands.
Perfect. This is a good person. You only have to tell him once.
Yeah. There we go. That was the Nuffle. All right. And here we go. We'll do one more ace king. All right. We have ace king in the straddle. We are raised by low jack -1. You can call it under the gun, but this is under the gun 8-handed, not 9-handed. So with all those words, I'm calling it low jack -2. There we go. And who knows what the GTO response is for ace king to low jack
Yeah.
-2.
Easy flat.
Yeah, this you can definitely flat this. You don't have to raise it.
Right. Can you raise it? Is it in
Yeah,
pure
sure.
GTO? Yep, you can mix it.
Sure.
Do I ever flat it?
Red line Scotty? Hell no.
Sometimes. This is the one. So this was the flat.
I would say versus most from the experience, the very limited experience I played live, I would never 3-bet this versus an under the gun raise like that.
Interesting. Okay. You think that they're just so much stronger than the
Yeah. Yeah. Just from my experience in the
okay. Here's my experience of it, which is that people don't respect position enough. They don't know. They don't adjust for position enough. So under the gun raises are wider than they should be. They contain all the 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8 that is sometimes folded.
do they contain King Jack, Ace Jack?
They shouldn't have king jack offsuit. They shouldn't. Those would be
They
folds.
should, that's what I mean, but do they?
Sometimes.
And if they do, then get back into your 3-bet range. Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Sometimes, not
But-
always.
Yeah, in the games that I was playing, they would limp all those hands. Those are all limps, and they
Okay.
would only raise the strong ones.
Yes. Okay. Yes. An ace 3. Yes. Yes. In 1-3, this range, the raising range is stronger because the under the gun range is so much wider because they limp it. Yes. Okay. Good point. This one, it was just this time I'm going to call it. It was just a decision. If there was anything about the player that made me do it, I didn't write it down. So I just wrote down that I did the rare call after the hand. Ace 3-3. So obviously I'm checking. He bets small. I can certainly check raise here. But the thing I thought about my line was that in this line, I am always ahead, and he folds so much when he bets small that I'm going to let him keep going.
I think you should check raise.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm there too.
check raise is good. Yeah,
Yeah.
just check raise it and let him think that his kicker is better than mine because I never have an ace king here. He does have ace 3 suited in his range. That is a possible one, but there's only one of them. It's only ace 3 of hearts. That's the only one.
So do you.
But yeah, I have it. Do I have ace 3 offsuit? I do not. But I have do I have ace 3 suited pure here? No, I probably Did I raise any of my ace three suited? No. Did I fold any of my ace three suited? I don't remember if I do that. Again, it's under the gun. Do I play all the ace three suited? No, do I play all the ace two suited? I don't think so. Let me picture the range. Yes, I do. I play all my suited aces, but I raise my ace deuce and my ace three here 25, 30% of the time. So there we go. So that's what I got. Did that. And now it's just, if this is the line I'm taking this line.
Mm-hmm.
So I call, and then the diamonds come in at the end. And now I don't want to bet, and now I don't want to bet. Now I want,
No, you don't want to donk here, I don't think.
I don't want to donk. And if he bets, I don't want to check raise.
And you might have to, depending on size, you might have to consider folding, but you have to wait to see, evaluate it.
I don't think I'm doing much folding because of the way I played the hand.
Right.
Um,
But what does he do? Like, is it if he jams?
yeah, if he jams, I got to think really hard. Yeah. So we like the check raise check raise the flop a lot. Do we like check raise turn? Also, when we don't check raise the flop to the 80.
Hmm. I don't think so. I think
I
I
don't-
like
he
the way
feels-
you've gone so far.
Now he feels-
I suppose you could, and it wouldn't be like a really big mistake,
Yeah.
but
His sizing tells me that he doesn't love his hand.
yeah, it's 80 into 120, like a B75 or so.
Oh, no, it is. No, I'm sorry. I thought it was 80 into 200. No, he can like his hand here. Yeah, he can like his hand fine. I could check raise this. Yep. The jack comes and it goes check, check, and I just win. And he doesn't, I win and I turn my hand over first.
Donk the river. Why not donk the river?
Because
What size would you donk for though?
Yeah.
Small.
Like small? Yeah, I could see a
Yeah.
small donk would be all right. Didn't you could get
Like
called queen?
that looks like a showdown turn bet. He's trying to get value from like a flush draw kind of thing. No?
Okay. All right.
Because you'll still get called by all the aces. Might even get called by queens.
As long as I bet small, I get called.
kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the pot like 320?
Has calls. All right. We have ace three diamonds, three clubs. His bet size was 30 into 90. 6 big blinds. Oh, why is the pot bigger? Oh, that's because there's the extra stuff there. So we're gonna call this a B2. That's what he did. He bet small. And the ace king. If you have a diamond, you don't check raise. That's what it is. Don't check raise the king of diamonds. I gotta move you guys out of the way here. In the ace king block, don't bet a diamond, bet all your 9 diamonds. That's the simplification here. So I should have check raised here. It's
And
not
in your
solved.
hand there
No
was
diamond.
no backdoor.
Nope. Nope. I had this. Ace of spade heart. So the call is not a mistake like that. It's just a minor thing. And the simplification I should have done when I did this was check with call with a diamond, bet without a diamond. That would have been perfect. And my reasoning was I've put ace king in my checking range to strengthen it, for that. So let's continue that story. But that's not right. But that's probably the sort of thought I had. Right. On the turn, we get the 10 of spades, I believe. Yep, 10 of spades. we check correctly. We don't have much ace king left, but when we do, and he bets into this, he bets 75%, which of this pot is about 6.3.
Yeah, you should be betting like often and big, right? On this kind of texture.
But now, oh, okay, this is nice. But whatever you put into your, in the solver, now this is what makes sense. Whatever you put into your checking range, you're telling the check call story now. You change your mind very rarely.
Mm-hmm.
So this part of the tree, I was right about and sort of understood. Okay. And then the river jack, is there GTO jonking? Well, there certainly isn't in peak because peak doesn't have donks. So this is one to look at. Would you put this one in the wizard for fun?
Yep, sure.
Okay.
Run me through it again.
Okay, here we go. I'll just put it up there. And we'll just do it really fast just because the wizard might have some of those donks at the end.
So
Now,
way,
we don't donk.
so
Just-
way under the gun, give him that range, way under the gun.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, just give him the low jack -2 range. You don't need to go to low jack -3. Oh, because it's a 3 blind game?
Yeah, you tell me what range we should
Oh,
put.
I give him a straight up low jack -2 range. So, UTG 1.
All right, it's not that much difference, but
No, I just do that.
actually it is quite a bit different. Never mind.
Okay.
And then your big blind is a call, and it's 50-50, by the way.
Yeah, I'm stopping here. Share it while we do it.
Okay. Okay, flop was
Flop was the ace of diamonds, 3 of diamonds, 3 of clubs. Big blind checks. We check.
Right.
He bets the 1/3 size.
Was it the 1/3 size?
Yeah, he bet 30 into 90.
Okay.
30 into 90 something. 97. Oh, 67. Wait, no. He bet 30 into 67. He bet half.
Yeah, 50. It was, I thought it was a little bigger. Okay.
It was. Okay, let me see if I've got a B50 in my thing while you do that.
So same sort of response as peak, but a little bit more calling than raising. The
On the
diamonds are all calling, but a little less check raising with the other stuff. Just a
Yeah.
little less.
Yeah. And by the way, that's reflected in when I give him the bigger size in peak, the ace king checks the majority of the time. And every ace king checks the majority of the time with the ace king with the diamonds doing it almost all the time. Yeah.
Calling, you mean?
Yeah, they call. They're all calls. They're not raises against the bigger size. And he was halfway between the two.
Yeah.
But yours is 50. Did you get a real 50 size for him?
Yeah, here, give me the turn. I'll go back to it.
Okay, the turn is 10 of spades.
So yeah, 50, a B50 here, and then your ace king is like that.
Right. Yeah. Yep. That's what it looks like. Where my combo heart spade is one of the more often one done,
Yep.
but it's still 61% calls in peak, and it's what percent calls is it? I mean, checks. What percent checks is the heart spade in the
Like the
50?
60-40.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
So you
Now he
check
bets.
here. You don't donk.
We check, and he does a bet of like 75 because he bets. Let's make sure that I do this right. The pot is 127, and he bets 80. Yep. So that is 2/3.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Pure call there.
Good. So
As
now we tell the same
expected.
story. Jack of diamonds.
I don't think it's gonna want to donk here. Yeah, it does
Oh,
not.
oh my gosh, look at this.
But versus a human, donking might have a better result.
Did he show down his hand?
Nope. Nope, you
Go
just
back,
check.
go back, go back to the turn. What is
check
he
back to
supposed
the
to
river.
bet? On the 10 turn, he's checking 60% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when he does bet, he's taking a large sizing, which he was not.
Oh, you mean he's overbetting? No, he took 75%.
No,
66%. He took
Yeah,
66%. You're right.
he bet what, 80?
80 into 120. So 66%.
Yeah, he bet appropriate size.
Yeah. So in GTO world, my line was completely fine. It was, it was the 50-50 fit. There was the 50/55% choice ish, along every street. So that was fine. Exploitatively. I'm going to go back. We're going to go back and are you done with you can get the solver on. We've got this exploitatively. And now we're going to assume we're going to do the ace king call because most of the time I don't. Most of the time I'm three betting that. Having called it, who wants to be check raising the flop a lot more?
Me.
Okay. Talk about why?
Because what you have them outkicked, you're somewhat it's deceptive. Like you probably they don't put you on ace king because you didn't raise, maybe.
Yep.
You're not check raising big.
Yeah.
You might get calls from kings, queens, jacks with a all those with a diamond or even without a diamond. But you're really looking for those ace X hands.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Now, if you did check raise here, let's just sort of see what the correct response would be, and then we'll decide if humans don't do this. What do you think you would check raise to?
all right. He went 2.75. I would check raise to about 9 big blinds. So yeah, let's do the
Yeah,
smaller one.
good. Yeah, that's what I would think would be good.
And
Even though
is
even though
that my
solver says to go use the bigger size a
likes
lot.
this? It likes the 75 there. I
So his
suppose.
response here, he's not folding any of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not folding these flush draws.
Mm-hmm.
He might fold some of this stuff.
Yeah, not the threes, but the rest of that stuff. Yeah. Oh, he folds a lot of that. Folds a lot of that.
Probably starts thinking about it with these hands.
Sure.
He doesn't fold pairs.
Not folding these.
Yeah,
The
we should.
solver doesn't solve pairs. Our opponents do.
Yeah, then we should check raise bluff more.
Yeah.
If they overfold.
They overfold the pairs, but they overcall the aces.
Well, they're not overcalling because the solver
No, they're calling
calls most of
100%.
them, right?
Right. No, they're overdoing it because they're calling 100% of them.
Yeah. And if you use the bigger size, what do they do?
Fold even more. So yeah, use the
Yeah.
bigger size because they're not folding this.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why you need to use a bigger size because they're they're probably gonna fold less than what the solver says on the
Yeah.
if they have an ace.
Right. Okay. And I put one of the things though there. So one of the things good about my line is when the river doesn't come, the stupid jack of diamonds, they continue to bet a lot.
Do they?
Yes, I get to pick off some bluffs on the river, and I get to value own their ace queen, ace jack that they played, that they overplayed, even their ace nine that they think I don't have, that I don't like my ace.
If the river comes to offsuit deuce and they bet half pot.
They bet how much?
If they bet half pot,
Uh,
I think that you should be check raising there.
I think I probably am. Yeah, offsuit deuce. Half pot. Yeah, I think I'm check raising.
Yeah.
They've got pot, I think I'm just calling. And if they bet to induce, they will have successfully inducted. I will be check raising. If they
Mm.
violate Matt Affleck, I will violate 2 pair plus on the river.
I got something wrong here. What happened here? Big check, bet, call. 10 spade?
Yep.
Oh, that's where I got it wrong. You
Bet it.
check. He bets.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't have king 5 suited though.
Let's say he does something crazy here. Yeah. Aries King is not happy about
No,
being
not-
here.
no, it really wants a diamond blocker and it really wants it to be the ace diamond block. Oh no, it wants the king diamond blocker.
Well, the ace is on the board.
Oh, the ace on the board. Thank you. Yeah, it wants the diamond blocker. And with specifically with the club, it does the freaky thing of that's where it folds. Okay.
That's not even to a pot size bet.
Yeah. That was 87. That was just 87%.
Not much change to even a smaller size.
Yeah.
Jesus, it's indifferent to like a B33.
Screw that. All right, B3. Are we gonna at least check raise now? Fuck you. I'm not folding for 3. Oh, I know what it is. Range height.
Yeah.
Go range height. They don't exist. That's what's got to be, right? Now go over that ace king. Start with, yeah, we'll start with a 3. They just don't exist. There we go. We're not folding any hand that we have. Now build it up. No, leave it on range height. What I meant by build it up was now go to the 10 and the 17 and the 24. But let's see where we really start folding. Some actual ace king that we have. At 33. We fold a lot of ace king at 33. I will not be doing that. Okay. That's what those are all my hands, I think. Let me see. Yep. That's me. Anybody else got something? Or do we want to be done? It's 12:15. Oh, no, we want to be done and we want to, do Larry's pots. We want to do Larry. Okay. All right. So here we go. You prep it up, Larry. I'm going to stop the recording
All
and
right.
then restart the next one.